How many cats do you say you've got through?
I'd say whilst I was living at home, I mean, it's still on the increase even though I'm not there. So whilst I was there, probably 5.
God. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah. And were you upset each time, or you just got used to it?
It's one of them things, isn't it? Like I've said before, when you first see something, it's a bit of a shock. Do you know what I mean? It's like the Elephant Man or whatever. Yeah. First time you see him, it's that sort of, oh, look at that.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time you saw Steve? No, I'm not being funny. Do you remember the first...
Yeah, but I've said this before. It's always... Then you get used to how people look, and you don't... No.
I'm going to burst. You have to play a record.
No,
because I just see Steve's... Now, Carl, you haven't told us about your holiday yet. You were meant to do it last week, and you didn't. You started on this, but we didn't have time because we had to do monkey news about a monkey who was a director who cared about lighting and stuff.
Is there more monkey news this week?
Is it as... okay. Is it real monkey news? Did it happen, or is it mostly embellishment in your round little head?
It's proper stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So holiday. Where did you go on holiday?
Sardinia.
Good.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Nice food and that. It's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
And nice beaches and what have you.
Excellent.
It's like a nice long beach to walk down.
Yeah.
But so we're having a nice walk, right? You know how nudists do me head in.
Shocking.
Right.
Not a problem though, is it? It's not like being scared of spiders where they might jump out under the kitchen sink at you. You know what I mean? It's not a big problem having your head done in by nudists.
Yeah, but it just annoys me. It sort of ruins the day a little bit. Because it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Right. Take your clothes off if you feel uncomfortable. It's much more relaxing.
Yeah, but... Well, anyway, right, so I'm walking along the beach, right? Lovely long beach, what have you, you know, watching the sea, picking up shells and that.
And what are you wearing? What's your natural beach club?
When he says picking up shells, I imagine he's on all fours going, yeah. Like that, you know what I mean, looking at things. Just like washing his nuts in the sea to get them tasty.
Yeah, going into the sea and then kind of shaking himself and all the water flows off.
Yeah.
I've just got, you know, flip-flops on, pair of shorts, and like a little light shirt.
Sure.
Mm. So anyway, walking along, and Suzanne goes, "Oh look," right? And there's this woman, German, I think, coming out of the...
How can you tell she was German? Underarm hair?
I'll get to it. Forget the underarm hair. She came out, it looked like she was smuggling seaweed.
I'm gonna burst! I'm going to burst! Oh, God!
And the funny thing is, right, she...
Smuggling seaweed! Oh, God! She was a bit hairy down there, was she?
Mental. I felt bad because I hadn't had a shave for 2 days, right? Looked at her, it was ridiculous. She might as well have kept her trunks on. It was just like she was wearing furry trunks, right? So anyway, so I'm walking along. So...
Yeah, go on then.
So Suzanne's like, "Oh, look," and I'm like, "Oh, not again," you know, because every time we go away, there always seems to be one of these.
Is she by herself, this woman?
Well, the weird thing was, she was with her husband, right, but he had shorts on, he was happy, right, but every time, like, because I walked past her, and he sort of ran off, because he's embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing normal about it. What can he do? He can't go, "All right, mate," because he knows it's odd, right?
How old was he? Sorry, how old was she?
It's hard to tell when someone hasn't got clothes on. Sure. You know what I mean? They always look older, don't they, when they haven't got clothes on anyway. But I'd say she was about 40, 41.
Okay. Right.
So I walked past, and the annoying thing is, she got there on a bike, right? No clothes on, little pair of boots next to the bike. So if you can wear boots, just pop some shorts on. You know what I mean? That takes more effort for me, putting boots on. So put the shorts on, right? So anyway, so the husband kept running off. I walked past, and I'm getting annoyed because I'm saying, "Well, we've got to walk past them again on the way back."
I like the fact that they're scuttling away when Carl walks past. Like when you lift up a bit of sort of iron sheeting in the woods and loads of mice run away. Yeah. It's like whenever Carl goes, that nudists run away.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
So we sort of come walking back and what have you, and you know, I have another look and what have you, and he runs off again.
Why are you another look if it offends you so much?
Oh, you might as well just have a look. You know what I mean? If she's putting it on show and what have you. But the interesting thing was, I just wondered whether the husband Because
if the husband were nude, you'd looked at his tackle. Because remember when you went to see those two strippers and it was a woman and a man and they whipped their shorts off, you said you looked at his tackle first.
I think any bloke would.
Well...
You would. You just check it out. It's natural, isn't it? You just go, oh, right. So it is normal or whatever. Because you don't know if... you know what I mean? You don't know if what you've got's right until you see someone else's. No, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, so... but it got us talking, because I was... Then, as soon as I saw her, sort of, day's been ruined a bit, so I'm walking up the beach...
It's been ruined!
Walking up the beach with Suzanne going, how does it happen? Do you know what I mean? Why do people do this? What fun are they getting out of it and what have you? And, I just was thinking, is there any chance that fella, right, didn't even know that she was a nudist until they went away? Do you know what I mean? Because I said to Suzanne, say if I met Suzanne, it's like we're getting on, yeah, everything's fine. Yeah. And then you go off on holiday and you go, you haven't got much luggage. And she's like, no, it's fine, this is plenty. And I'm thinking, that's weird. And then we go down the beach and she whips her knickers off. I'd be annoyed, but there's nothing I could do. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I'm just wondering whether that's what happened to this fella. Every time someone came walking up, he was like, oh, God, this is embarrassing. And he kept nipping off.
Yeah.
Finding something else to do.
Look at some shells.
So I'm wondering, Rick, if at some point, maybe today or in future shows, we should get a nudist, one of those official nudist spokespeople, because all these nudist organisations, get them on the phone, justify themselves to Karl, because, in his mind, they are, what would you say, weirdos, freaks?
I don't quite get it. I was reading something in one of the supplements last weekend, and some journalist went round to some, whatever you call it, some resort or whatever for nudes and that. And it's
Were
just...
Were they playing volleyball?
Well, the annoying thing was, bowls.
Why is that annoying?
Well, don't play a sport where you've got to bend over.
We were chatting about the Innovations catalogue, and it just because I've just been flipping here through the TV magazine, which comes free with the Sun, and
is there anything on about a plate or a figure?
The white trash that must buy this rubbish. I mean, this one, I don't know how you describe that. There.
Oh!
Classy, isn't it?
Oh,
it's a porcelain doll of a young woman.
Looks like Ginger Spice with her hair up in a blue dress.
Yeah, it is strictly limited to 9,500.
Oh, am I going to get one? Well, why did we waste time with the show? Shouldn't I have been calling?
Well, look, it says... How
much is it?
Well... She can be yours for the special half-price offer of just £94.50.
Is that all, really? You're not winding me up, are you, Steve? You're not winding me up, because if I look at it, it's 940, because I think it should be. I will go mental, because I would love that porcelain piece of shit for £100 on my shelf.
Hang on a minute, Rick. Let me just read you some of the write-up.
Who buys that? They think it's art.
It's classy. Well, hang on, I think this blurb will change your mind.
Go on then. Okay, well, I'm just... Okay.
Her name is quite simply Dearest Rose.
I'll have it.
And she's portrayed here holding a beautiful...
Well, I mean, of course it's going to be Dearest Rose, isn't it?
Let me read it,
it's not going to be... Her name is Bert.
Dearest Rose is portrayed here holding a beautiful bouquet of roses given to her by her lover. She has gently plucked some of them and placed them in her chestnut hair.
Oh,
she is wearing a gown.
Oh, that's filthy. She is as well. She's stuffing them up
on her head.
All right, go on.
She's wearing a gown of beautiful turquoise silk. Her skirt flows to the floor, and from beneath it, you can see her dainty shoe just peeping out, decorated with a tiny handmade rose.
That is brilliant. 94
and it is beautiful, and it's and you can pay £9.45 a month for 10 months.
Yeah,
and that can be yours. And I think you'll agree, it is just beautiful.
I mean, the best one I've ever seen. There was one that was a doll. Right, like a realistic doll, a horrible, scary doll, and it was something like, £100, and it said, call your family and tell them it's a girl. And I just imagined this 45-year-old woman with bunches and rouge on her hair, still dressed in her ballerina outfit, going, I've had a baby, mother. You haven't? I have, it's a bloody baby! Why do you hate me? It's a doll! Why do you hate me? I mean,
I know.
What sort of people are they preying on?
Well, there was one.
Just had a baby. Sorry? Call the doctor. Call the doctor. Don't call the doctor! I've had a bloody bloody baby!
Well, I remember seeing one which just was extraordinary. I mean, again, I'm thinking specifically of the people that buy it. It was about 3 foot tall. Yeah. It was, I think, again, made of porcelain or possibly plastic. It was a baby. It was like a kind of 1-year-old baby. Like, that was the design. Wearing a Harley Davidson biker outfit. The leather cap, the jacket, the nappy.
Rather like Marlon Brando did in The Wild Bunch.
Unbelievable.
Oh, dear.
I mean, the scum. I saw recently, flipping through one, it was wedding rings. There was a selection of exclusive wedding rings. Imagine getting down on one knee and giving your beloved a themed Lord of the Ring wedding ring.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Will you be my wife? Better still, my troll.
Oh, dear.
The scum that must be that they're preying on, like you say. I mean, unbelievable.
It's those sort of houses that I remember going into as a child sometimes when you met a friend from school and you'd go into their house and it was like a shrine. I remember some people kept the polythene on their 3-piece suite.
Yeah.
There was some when you weren't allowed in the front room. Like we couldn't go in the front room. And it's sort of, you look around and there's all these dolls and that and it's just like, oh God, scary. What in God's name happens in this house after dark?
Yeah, but I've got some planning here.
Go on then.
Quizzes. What I did was, when I was on holiday, right, you said, come up with a new idea, right? So the best way of coming up with ideas is sort of...
thinking.
Sort of nicking a TV show name and then twisting it a bit.
Yeah.
So...
Or just rip off Simon Mayo's idea completely.
That's good advice for anyone out there.
I didn't
yeah.
If you're interested in ideas.
Karl is presently running a course writing for TV. Yeah. And that's the lesson 1, isn't it? Just rip something else off.
Just do it and change the title slightly.
Yeah,
well,
go on.
This one I haven't really got... I don't know what to do on the game, but I'm thinking... Strike It Ricky.
That's all you've got?
That's what
you've come up with. How long did that take?
Through.
What is that?
I just thought it sounded a bit like Lucky. Forget that one then.
Yeah, forget that one. Okay, yeah, well, no, good. No, we all have hits and misses. Even Spielberg's, not all his films, can hit the. Go on.
Right.
No, okay, no, it's good. Go on. Yeah.
Do you remember Big Brother?
Yeah. Do I remember Big Brother? No, go on.
Big Mother, right? You call in. If your mum's heavy, you win a CD.
What do you mean? How can you prove that?
All right, forget that. Right, ER. Here's one.
Right, ER. Good one.
No.
Yeah, no.
The Price is Right. Remember that?
Yeah.
Right.
The Price is Ricky?
No. The Rice is Right. And what I do, I read from an Indian menu and a Chinese menu. You tell me whether you have pilau or egg fried.
He's a genius, isn't he? He really is a modern...
that one.
Go on then. Let's go into this one. Let's not cross this off right away. Go on then. You read from what?
Well, I'll get a couple of menus from like an Indian and a Chinese takeaway.
Yeah.
And I'll go like, chicken korma.
Well, could I just suggest that as it's an Indian, it'll be pilau, and anything you read out that is...
Yeah, but you don't know which one I'm reading from.
What, the chicken korma's Indian, isn't it?
Yeah, so you go pilau. But then
well, you might as well say Indian or Chinese.
No, because then the name wouldn't work. The Rice is Right.
Okay, yeah, I forgot you're working for the title backwards, aren't you? Okay, yeah.
I'm so confused. I don't know where I am or what day it is.
Do you remember Innovations catalogue?
Well, I just read this week, Innovations catalogue is being closed down.
Gutted.
Yeah. The Innovations
really?
catalogue, which is, it used to go to something like 50 million homes or something.
I love the Innovations catalogue. You do think, well, I could do with that. Because I want...
I've never thought that.
I do. I want to spend money on an advantage in life. Like, I want the power packs and hoverboards and things that are like to see through walls. Just for 1990.
Yeah,
they don't work, do they? I bought oxygen. Did you really? I bought oxygen.
What do you mean you bought oxygen?
Well, me and my mate were sort of like, I'd run it. It was about like, I don't know, 1987. And me and my mate, Wally, we were doing long distance running together. We were trying to get good. And I thought, I'll just have some oxygen before the race.
What do you mean some oxygen? It's there, free in the air. What's going on?
You some big canisters.
A canister of oxygen?
It didn't work. It just smelled like you were sniffing mints. I couldn't get any in. What
was it supposed to do?
Well, oxygenate the blood so you can...
Right.
Yeah, I don't know why.
How
much was it?
I don't know. I can't remember. But
Mine was 1999. It was a big canister.
It was rubbish.
Why did you buy it? I mean, he was at least doing a job.
For much the same
Doing
reason.
a job.
I was
But it does seem to me
training.
that, because the problem with the innovations catalogue is that for the few idiots that buy stuff like you, there are hundreds, thousands who just look through it and laughed at the absurdity of, you know, a motorised tie rack.
I bought the
I know,
Abs
yeah.
Master.
Who is so lazy that they need that?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
The Abs Master. I worked for a while answering the mail and opening the mail for a returns. It wasn't the innovations people, but it was if that's the kind of middle class version, this was a very much more working class thing. It was how to get hot dogs out of a tin and all the rest of it. And there was stuff in there was incredible. There was one item that was in the catalogue, and it was. Yeah, I know, like me, you've probably thought to yourself, I just haven't got time to boil the kettle and fill up my hot water bottle.
Oh, I know.
You thought that takes upwards of a minute and a half to do. What I need is some kind of state-of-the-art kind of plastic container with some kind of blue gel inside, which I put in the microwave, and that heats up, right? So that was what this device was. You put it in the microwave, you buzz it in there for like 30 seconds, saving yourself, a minute of preparation time. And we used to get them sent back. I swear to God, they would send that. They'd be split.
Yeah, they
Old
exploded,
women
yeah.
saying, I'd heated something in the microwave. I went to sleep. It split asunder, and the blue gel scorched my legs. I've got third-degree burns. And do you know
Old woman with a scolding. Call claims direct.
But do you know what we used to do? I used to say, do they not sue over this stuff? And they told me. They said they never sue. They're not. They're old ladies. They don't realise they can sue. What we normally do is send them a replacement. So I'd have to send replacements back to these old women who had scalded their legs. We didn't even send them the money back. We just sent them a replacement. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sometimes I always felt
And a
like...
new pair of tights, at least.
At least.
And sheets, bed sheets, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Imagine that, though.
I did have an Abs Master, one of those things that, you try it on. Jane bought it for me for a birthday once. And,
The
the electronic thing, you put it on,
that
right?
hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I turned it full up, right? And at one point...
Now, what's this? Sorry, I don't understand what this
You
is.
try it... Put it round you, it sticks to your body, and it's electrical charge, and it's like doing sit-ups. Every time it does it, it's like you're doing a sit-up, but without you sitting up, right? And at one point, I had it on, I'd done it for a few weeks, and at one point, I was laying on the couch in my pants with this on, watching telly, drinking a bottle of wine and eating cheese. And she said, I don't think it works like that. I thought, if this works, it's the greatest invention of all time.
It's like you can eat, and it's kind of working it off for you as you're eating.
I know, yeah. Oh, dear.
if only.
That'd be great. I did see one thing in one of those little magazines once, and this is hilarious, right? What it was, it's a bloke in a wheelchair, right? And then there's another one of him, and it's raining, so he's got a cagoule on that covers him and his wheelchair.
Oh, no.
And just his little face. So it looks like somebody you'd covered a motorbike in, and it's just his little face. I thought that was great. Oh, dear. Oh,
Innovations, it's finished.
That
It's
is
over.
great. It's all over. Should we have a
It's
record?
over.
It'd be lovely.
A toast to the innovations.
A toast to innovations.
You have provided nothing of much use for 15 years.
Happy Easter.
Happy egg. Steve Merchant with 5 little hamburgers.
Got 5 burgers here, yep. And so I don't know, how should we begin, Carl? Do you want to just look at the size of these burgers?
Look, they can see it on webcam, can't they? They can see us stuffing these burgers into your mouth. I'm filming this, Steve. Look,
Brilliant.
Look, I've got a little camcorder. Yeah. We'll put this on unseen footage on a DVD or something.
Or maybe on the website.
On the Oh, Carl, what if you break the record?
Okay, Carl, I'm coming round now to just monitor this and adjudicate.
What's the web? If we want to see this on the webcam, what is it?
XFM.co.uk.
Right, okay. Hold on. Can I, Steve,
I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny, right? But I think I have got like a bit of a wheat thing.
You've got a bit of a what?
A wheat allergy thing.
Don't give me that.
No, seriously, my head's... I've been eating a lot of shredded wheat recently. And my head's got a bit bigger.
Carl, I don't think you can let us down now, mate. So you just got to put that...
No, I can't put that like that in my mouth on its... I've got to break it up. I've got to break it up.
You can't break it up.
Can't break it up.
It doesn't say you can on the rule thing.
It does.
It doesn't. I can't look. I physically can't.
Try it.
I can't look. I'd have to be Jay Goody to be able to do that. Seriously, look.
Try it. Yeah, I know, but you're not approaching it right. That's it.
Come on, go on.
That's all I'm doing. Keep going.
God, he's not going to do one.
Keep going. That's good work. Keep going.
How do they get three in? Keep pushing.
Ease it
Keep
in.
pushing.
Ease it
Keep
in.
pushing. Get one in at least.
Ease it.
Get one in at least. Get one in.
Ease it in.
Get one in. Push it! Push it!
That's one. Let's go for another one. Let's go one more.
I reckon you've got to rip it up a bit.
Okay, do that then. See how many you can get in. You've got to get in 2.
No, just one.
No.
Well, it's
no,
three.
Pack it in. What do you do? Pack your cheeks first.
Honestly, Steve, my head is swelling a bit because I have got a wheat allergy.
That'd be good then, there'd be more room. Right, okay, look, Carl is now just sticking it in his cheek.
Yeah.
Don't eat any.
You can't swallow any. It's like a hamster, you gotta work like a hamster.
Yeah, stick it in. Come on.
He looks like Marlon Brando in The Godfather.
Come on. Don't lose any yet. Right.
Pack it in, then use your fingers to pack it in.
Come on!
Wedge it in. Like you're grating the bath.
I can't do this either.
Keep going. Keep going, don't give up so early. This is part of the problem. You just give up, Carl, too quickly.
You failed again. It's like your History O level. Come on, Carl, come on, do something well. Succeed at something. Push it in. You've got nearly half a burger there. Oh, I'll come round there. You're chewing, don't chew.
I've got a bit of food.
I don't know what he said, but... Is that
a whole one? No, it's not. I can see bits left.
Come on, Carl. Come on, keep working at it. We keep working at it. But there's so much space in your mouth, I can see it.
He's going red. Okay. Okay, we'll do another one. We'll do another one.
That one then.
We're doing a... Oh, are you alright?
Are you going to be sick?
Are you alright?
Alright.
Oh God, should we play a record? He's making my eyes water now.
Okay, I'll find a different one for you.
Find a different one for
What
him.
about most grapes eaten in 3 minutes?
I'll go. Do you want to do that? Grapes are easy, aren't they?
That's easy. Great.
Come on, grapes are easy.
Come on, don't make him laugh. He's choking. He's choking. Oh, Carl.
Quick!
Keep going, Carl.
Come on! Come on!
What happened? Did you just throw up?
No! Don't make him laugh!
Oh,
come on!
We can make wine. Come on, Carl. You're doing so well,
Carl.
mate.
I want to go. Come on. Only.
Why are you making him laugh? That was a world record attempt.
Come on. He's over.
Keep going.
Come on. You got 25 seconds. Come on.
Oh, I think that was a shame actually because you were doing well, but something went wrong.
I know, and I think those are bigger grapes than the ones I've seen before. They're quite big grapes. Look at his face, he looks so despondent. Come on, Carl, 8 seconds. Just a few more. 5. Come on, what's the matter?
2, 1. It's all over, Carl.
It's all over. Better count how many you did. You can get good at this. We can get good at this over the weeks.
I think that was a fairly pitiful attempt, actually. I really thought you had a... It's interesting, actually. These are harder records than you might think.
Yeah, I know. 6, 8, 10.
How do you feel after that record-breaking attempt?
Not happy with that.
What are you not happy about?
The fella who did it, was he in hospital and just had loads of grapes? I was bored. I'm sure he wasn't producing a radio programme, that's for sure.
Well, to be fair, neither are you. What was tricky about it? What did you find hard?
I think having Ricky standing over me, sort of shouting, "Go on!" isn't normal.
No. But that wasn't...
He hasn't eaten any! Hold on, that's 50, you have to.
That's quite a poor attempt then, by the seam of it. Would you think about trying to maybe do that again in a couple of weeks? Would you do some practice and try that again?
No, leave it for the experts.
And I noticed a tricky point. Maybe sort of when you had about 50 seconds to go, you seemed to be spewing things into the bin. What was that?
Again, mainly Ricky standing over me. So
88. He's got 88 left.
Okay, so what's the mental arithmetic there? Because we put how many in? It was 150 in the thing, wasn't it?
What did I say? What did I say I had left?
Well, I'm not doing it again.
88.
So
you had 88 left.
So 62. God, you're only at 62. What's the matter with you, Carl? There's people start you at 62. That is rubbish.
That's disappointment.
Let's leave that.
So you failed on 2 world record attempts there.
62, and the record's that is rubbish. What were you doing?
I Oh, yeah, but like I said, I've got a small throat. I can't drink a drink quick. Ever since the Mr. Freeze Pops when I was 6, that I nearly choked on, I nearly died on, I can't go back. It'd be like asking, I don't know, someone who got run over to play Frogger or something.
I've said in the past to you, Rick, that my grandparents, so I love them dearly, but it's like for the last 30 years they've been waiting to die.
I know.
It's like they just sort of, it's like, you know, the novelty wore off of life.
Life in the 50s.
Yeah, they got kind of bored of it. Life, yeah, in the 40s it was brilliant. All sat around the old Joannas, the bombs fell, singing. They loved that. The 50s, you know, that was great as well because that was the post-war years. It was, you know, it was a bit tight in the pocket, but it was all right. Everyone pulled together. And then the 60s came along, all the crazy music, the funny hair.
Let's stay in bed.
Exactly. They basically stayed in bed. And it was one Christmas when my grandmother said to my dad, what do you like for Christmas? What do you fancy for Christmas? And this must have been, I don't know, 20 years ago. She said, what do you fancy for Christmas, Ron? And he went, well, you know, I could do with a nice big kind of warm winter overcoat. She said, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that because your father will be dead soon. It's what you can have his. Meaning my granddad. Well, I'll be honest with you, my father's still waiting. Which is good news. Good news for my grandfather. Less good news for my dad. He's freezing.
He's freezing. He finds out, how is he today? He's fine. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm freezing.
It is such a weird mindset, that. I think it's that, to me, is what sums up people from that older generation, the 40s and 50s. And it seems to me that you've got that kind of mindset. It's like you were born in the 30s. And whenever you talk of your childhood, it's like you had like a baked potato to take to school. And a hoop and a stick is a Christmas gift.
The other thing is, I think that that sort of generation, it seems that the man is dependent on the woman. There's a total dependence.
Oh, absolutely,
If she dies, he's done.
Yes.
He's done for. He'd just pine away. If he dies, she's got 30 years of pottering.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and going to, like, you know, the youth club and the church.
I know what you mean, yeah.
It's sort of like that. It's sad. Of course, it's sad for them, but it's not the end of their life.
No, sure.
And it sort of is the other way around. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
That's a little melancholy thought for
I know,
Christmas
I've really
time.
you brought it down, you've brought it down, I've brought it down. This isn't a nice show at all, this is terrible.
Well,
we're going to have
really
people just killing themselves.
What? Because my Auntie Nora, she same thing, pumped her with loads of drugs. She used to have a cabinet next to the bed is like boots. She's got loads of stuff, right, for all sorts of stuff. And, I mean, she's not that old, but she's on loads of stuff, right?
She's a bit coked up, is she?
She called up my mum once. And,
you told us this. Go on, tell it again.
And she said, oh, how are you doing and that? She's all right. Bit worried, though. My mum said, why, what's up? She said, I've been breaking wind. So she goes, well, you know. She says, no, but this one is going on and on and on. And she was like, she was like, what do you say? What's like passing wind, farting for 5 minutes. One thing, not like, you know, trumping and then nothing.
Yeah.
Continuous
drone of a fart.
Yeah.
I don't think she had. How big was she? She must be the size of a barn.
No, she's not that big. She's, you know, she's good for her age.
No, but I mean,
quite slim.
No, but fine for 5 minutes. Where's all the gas? Was she circular breathing? Was she sucking it in with her mouth?
It was just, I don't know that much about it. But she called up my mum about 2.5 minutes in.
Could you hear it in the background?
2.5 minutes in.
2.5 minutes in, she called my mum up, and it went on for a further 2.5 minutes.
Oh, and she just stayed on the phone, did she?
Where was
going?
Well,
can you hear that?
Well,
did she hold the phone next to her arse? Listen to that.
She was off the ground.
Trying to work a tune down.
she was actually hovering. She was 4 foot off the ground when they found her. The ambulance men.
The cat's dead.
Don't light a match. Don't light that cigarette.
Yeah, it's like that advert. The kids come home from school, switch on the light.
Yeah. Then they see Granny hovering. Turn the light on.
Be careful if you have an elderly woman at home.
We'll have a big fire tomorrow.
Yeah, go on.
Is that the one you want?
Let's go for it.
Right. I think this was like round the 1700s.
Bluffing.
And
Just bluffing.
Who was the king then?
Don't know.
Go on.
But it's about the word bonfire, right?
Bonfire.
Bonfire.
Yeah.
Do you know where it comes from?
No, go on.
No.
Right, what happened is it's got nothing to do with Guy Fawkes and that, which is what I thought when I saw it. It's got nothing to do with that. But ages ago, at 1700s, right, they didn't have enough houses, like I mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if that happens, you get people living on the streets. You get diseases, people aren't cleaning properly. So you get more deaths. All right?
Yeah.
So think about it. You've got all these dead bodies lying around. They're running out of space because there's like, I don't know why they're running out of space, but they haven't got much. I don't know why really. I was going to say they should have just buried them, but there's probably more land back then than now.
He doesn't need anyone else in the room to have a dialogue with himself. Yeah, we could leave and we'd come back and he'd go, I've sorted it. Yeah.
But anyway, for some reason...
They presumably, if it's going to be they burnt them, it's presumably to do that it also kills the parasite or whatever's carrying the parasite on them, as opposed to burying them and not killing the disease.
Well, yeah. So there you go, you've worked it out. They piled them up and they turned it into a celebration because there was a lot of fed up people at that time.
Is this to be the word bon, meaning good?
No, I'll tell you in a minute.
Go on.
So you've got all these people who are like going around and like, oh, you know, so-and-so died the other day. And, you know, nearly every week someone they knew was dying. Yeah. So you can imagine like just constant like being depressed. So, and they've got all these bodies lying everywhere. It's like, oh, God, what are we going to do? So they said, we're all too fed up at the moment. Said, let's make this a better world.
This was 1701 by the time they got together.
Yeah.
So they said, what we need to do is have a big party. So they said, yeah,
good thinking.
See what you're thinking. So they go, right, well, we'll put all the bodies in a big pile. And they're all diseased and that, so they set fire to the bodies. And they said, let's have this as a celebration to remember them by. And, you know, we'll have a drink and that, and have a chat. We'll have this big fire going, and it came from Bonfire.
Ah, right.
So it was all the bones. Bonfire is Bonfire.
Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
So that's how it came about.
Yeah, in the 1700s.
Yeah,
that was.
No, probably. Okay. I reckon it was 1600.
Probably earlier.
I reckon it was the plague. I reckon it came from.
But interesting stuff. Interesting.
Yeah. So
stuff.
that's.
Did you celebrate Bonfire Night? Is that a big celebration for you? Do you like the fireworks? I'm sick of fireworks. I just think they're rubbish.
I'm not impressed.
I've never been impressed by fireworks. Even as a kid, you know, you have to go to like sort of community kind of gatherings with the bonfire and fireworks, and some local vicar or whatever would come out and...
But I also think the adults think the kids love it, and if they just got together and said, should we go this year? They'd all go, no.
Absolutely.
Let's not go this year.
What would be better is if the vicar had wheeled out like a massive rocket, climbed in, gone last one to the moon is a bender, and then fired himself off. Now that, I'd pay to see. That's a firework display I'd like to see. As it is, it's just rubbish.
Oh dear.
Yeah. What? That's not, it's not, what do you mean? No.
When a woman has a knob put on, to have a sex change, where do they get it from? Is it constructed? Do they find like, I don't know.
From a donor.
A donut?
From a donor.
Oh, well, yeah. A donor.
A donor, yeah.
Yeah, but presumably it's like
maybe there's someone who wants
after they're dead, I mean.
No, I thought
very few people. It's not like giving someone a kidney and then sort of like celebrating with them.
If you're a guy and you want to become a woman, you've got one to spare.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, a swap.
Yeah, just do a little swap, probably on the internet or something.
Or Noel Edmonds.
What do you mean?
On Swap Shop.
He's not a man.
No, but he could go, we got a fella here who, got a lovely, nearly new, unused piece.
Keith Chegwin out in kind of Bognor Regis.
Wants a couple of tits and a fanny for that, so, call in.
It reminds me of the, do you remember the John Wayne Bobbitt story? Which it's always seemed odd to me. I never really kind of got all the information. Do you remember that one, Carl, where the woman cut off her husband's penis because
when he was sleeping?
I think he was sleeping, and she drove off. I think he woke up quite quickly.
That's so much better than the alarm clock.
Yeah. And she threw it off. She threw it out of the car into the woods, and he went and found it.
Yeah.
But imagine if he'd got to the hospital and they'd sewn it back on, and he'd gone, that's bigger than I remember. I'm not sure this is mine.
How many of you got us where we dump all the knobs?
We dump all the knobs out there.
Yeah.
That was an extraordinary story. And then, bizarrely, he became a porn star.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very strange life that man's had.
Well, it is a bit of a shock to the system, isn't it? I'm cutting your knob off.
I know.
Do you remember that French bloke, the performance artist of 1910? Do you remember him?
No.
He, as a performance art, in a theatre, he cut his knob off to a crowd of people. Now,
what?
That's only a one-night trick, though, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. But what if there had been a bang outside?
They went encore. He went, what?
Yeah. Or they looked outside because a car backfired. He went, did you see that? I go, what? I go, just cut my... Did you? Yeah. Think of that.
Sacre bleu.
I know. French are funny, aren't they? Cutting your knob off for your art.
And there was also a fella
in the week who said that women shouldn't be wearing trousers.
Why?
Because they don't look good in them.
Right, and who is this man, and from what era?
French fella.
Okay.
Last week.
Did he mean walk around naked?
He just said women should wear skirts rather than trousers because no woman looks good in a pair of pants.
Right. How old was he?
He was probably about 67.
Uh-huh.
About that, 67, 68.
Yeah.
Wasn't happy with that. What do you think? What do you think about that?
It's rubbish.
Yeah.
These are the only things that have caught your eye over the last couple of weeks. This is the entire news.
Galileo did something with light. A French fella said women shouldn't wear trousers. See, that to me wouldn't pass as education.
It's not education.
I don't know where you could ever use that. I don't know when that would ever be applicable to life.
I just like reading stuff that sort of reminds me of... Do you know what I mean? If I read it and it gets me thinking, I think that's a good little piece.
But, I mean, but surely can't you just sort of like sit near something that vibrates to keep your brain going? Or shake your head every now and again? I mean, what does this do? You mean it makes you start using your brain?
But what aspect of a Frenchman said women shouldn't wear trousers got your mind working? What questions were you asking?
Because I thought that's a bit daft, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, it ends there with me. There's nothing else. There's nowhere else for me to go on that.
He closes
your mind's
the
still whirring.
Yeah, go on. What did you think? Let's go through this. Oh, I wish we could download his thoughts.
I know.
Just watch it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great, like a DVD?
Cartoon.
Imagine that extra footage on the Office DVD.
Yeah, Carl's brain.
That would be
with
amazing. Oh, with a commentary. Go on.
Women wearing trousers and that, right? On the estate that I grew up in.
Yeah.
On, right? There was a woman about 4 houses down. Right?
Rough.
She's the one
She was, or the estate?
She was, right?
Yeah.
She's the one whose kid took a horse into her house.
Yes.
Right.
Now, we won't go over that again.
No.
If you're a new listener, I think we've covered. I think they get
That's
the
all you
idea
need to know.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, she used to wear leggings.
Yeah.
Now, they're a bad idea.
They are a terrible idea. I agree with you there, Carl. If you're a lady of
What
the
colour?
normo persuasion...
Were they pink?
No, they were sort of black, but with all bits on them.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean?
What, toast and
Just
horse
bits.
droppings? Yeah, go on, yeah.
And she used to, she's quite a big woman.
Sure.
Pauline Quirk, I think
Yeah,
we described her as.
Look like a light bulb. Which
It is those kind of women that are attracted to leggings.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
They are drawn to them like a moth. To a flame.
Yeah.
She used to wear them, and that's what I remember when I read this piece. She used to work on one of those sex line things.
Right.
She used to do that. But
what was she, an engineer?
the weird thing with her was, she had big eyelids.
Right.
Go on.
That were too big, and this is what I was thinking.
What
right?
do you mean she had big eyelids? How big do eyelids have to be for you to go, they're big eyelids? What was she shoplifting with them? Would she come out of Dixon's with, like, radio stored in them? What do you mean she had big eyelids?
It was another one of them popular things around our way. Do you know, like...
What do you mean popular things?
think
They go, oh, I'll tell you what, they're all the rage. Can I get some big eyelids, please?
No. It was just like one of them things that people suffered with. Just big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's one of them popular things around where I grew up. People had big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes. What does that mean? What sort of freak town were you born in? You had webbed feet people with big heads. You got women with big eyelids. What does big eyelids mean?
Are you confusing her with the horse?
Yeah. Did she have hooves? Look, what?
Just too much skin. It was like the neck of a chicken. But on the eyes.
What's your point? Anyway, so there's this big eyelidded woman with the leggings.
And that's what I'm saying to you, though. That's... When I read that story with people with trousers, I went from that
to a woman who used to have big eyelids. I still not the point.
But then, and also the other bloke who had the eyelid problem was a mate of mine.
Right.
His dad had it, and same problem, massive eyelids.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
I used to say to my mum, I'm going round to Dave's house, and
or Drew
say,
Pete,
well,
as you call him.
That's all right, but make sure his dad doesn't take you out in the car, because he could hardly see. He had to have his head.
He gets to tilt his head back to keep his eyes open.
Make sure. Did he have a couple of matches with him at all times?
What a load of gobbledygook. This began as educating Ricky.
I know,
So
it's
what,
like
he was
people
thinking,
with eyelids.
but it's like you're supposed to make that leap as well.
Yeah.
If I mentioned the trousers, Ricky will probably be thinking about people with big eyelids and women wearing leggings.
Play a record, Carl.
Got nonsense.
Adverts.
No. All right.
There's this thing, I don't know the full story, I don't know how it happened, right, but little Russian fella.
Yeah.
He was, sort of having sort of emptying his bladder, right, and somehow electrocuted himself. Right. And, sort of did a bit of damage.
How did he smashed onto some live wires or something?
Something like that. So
Did
anyway,
damage to himself or to an electric fire or something?
no, to himself.
To himself.
Yeah. And, so the doctor...
Didn't slip and curling tongs went up his arse when he was pissed, because that's happened a lot in
Yeah, we've all been
hospitals. We've all shoved the old curling tongs up the arse when having a piss.
Right. So, I can't even be bothered.
No, go on, we're interested. We're interested. Come on, we're interested. Don't
You
give up.
can't be bothered, you get Mondays off, do some work.
Right, so anyway, so the doctor says, oh, it's not looking good, we'll have to take that off.
What?
I was like,
Novectomy?
Yeah.
Really?
But the funny thing is, right,
Nothing funny about that.
they've done, you're doing me head in.
Just tell the story.
Just doing me head in.
Oh, you can chill out on Monday.
I've only got 15 minutes, but I'm going to talk to you every Saturday. I'm going to get the money's worth out of this, because you get Mondays off. And I can't bear the fact someone getting away with something like that, because it's terrible. So you're going to stick this out, or you're going to have to work Mondays. So take it on the chin, right? Okay.
Just finish the story.
Yes.
I command you.
Just do it.
Anyway, so he said, you know, will you be able to sort me a little knob out?
A prosthetic cock, yeah.
Yeah. But they put him out for the operation.
Yeah.
He woke up.
Yeah.
Right, and he's thinking, oh, thank God that's over and done with.
Yeah.
They've only grown it on his arm.
What are you talking about? You twat. Shut the you're an idiot. What do you mean they've grown it on his arm?
Apparently, like, that's the way they do it.
Oh, yeah, but to then put it on, that wasn't a mistake. It wasn't doctor going, did it go there? Some bloke I didn't do a degree.
Are you a real doctor?
Yeah, yeah.
No, but why put it there?
Because it's got to grow, it's got a graft there, so they can control it. To the skin tissue.
But on your arm.
Well,
But they're going to remove it
or-
from the arm itself. What do you mean on the back?
on your back.
Somewhere, well, we can't wear a t-shirt.
Yeah, but you could
ridiculous.
have a
He's in hospital.
but this way you can still have a little tug, can't he?
But they'll leave it there for quite a bit. It's not... Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be like, oh, it's just there for a few days.
Yeah.
It's there for a bit. That's not good, is it?
So he's got a cock on his arm.
Yeah, what's up with that?
What do you mean, what's up with that?
Well, I mean, he could say it's a thumb or something, couldn't he? Yeah.
But they remove it.
Be good
And
for
attach
hitching.
it down below later.
If you had a knob instead of a thumb and you went hitchhiking, just tickle it. And they can see it like a mile down the road, couldn't they?
Posting.
Yeah. If I'd lost my knob, I'd go, oh, I'm not going to have all that stuff. Just whack a pair of tits on me. Do you know what I mean? I think, oh, just forget it.
But why not just put it where it should be straight away instead of messing about?
Where should it be straight away?
You know.
On the forehead.
I think it was, might have been Wednesday night. I was in the pub. Phone goes. Carl goes, you watching that thing about parasites?
Right.
I went, no, I'm out. He went, oh, fella with a maggot in his head.
Fella with a maggot in his head.
Yeah. And they go, oh, no, he's pulling it out now. Oh, God. I said, well, I'll get it. I said, yeah, see you later. About 5 minutes later, I get a message on my phone. Beep, beep. I look at it. It just says, oh, no, there's a fella with his fish up his cock now.
There's a fella with a fish up his cock.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Do you want to explain that, Carl? Is it one of those little ones that swim up if you're having a slash in the Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it? But it was still like stuff like that. It started off with
What does the fish do when it gets in there?
just sits there.
Why?
Well, what else can it do?
No, but why does it go up there?
Don't know. I didn't listen to that bit. There's a bit. He started off with a fella who had a bit of meat and got a tapeworm inside him.
Yeah.
And he grew it for however long, and then it came out at the end. It was about 7 foot long.
On purpose?
Yeah, he did it on purpose. Yeah, for the program, right?
I think yeah, probably slimming, isn't it?
Well, I was thinking that could I mean, you're a fan of Waller. Could he purposely have about 8 of them?
What, Rick Waller?
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Because they were saying how they eat, you know, a lot of stuff when they're in you, they just eat all
Well,
of it.
they take enough so you don't die, and nor do they, yeah. But I mean, you've got to keep taking them out, haven't you? Because you'll still have the same weight, because it's got to go somewhere. So you'll have them in you. What you got to do is, like, let them eat your meal and then take them out.
Do you think worm watchers will catch on?
Yeah.
So anyway, so that happened, right? And then, there was a woman with a maggot in her head.
A woman with a maggot in her head?
Yeah, she went on holiday, it got in there somehow. And,
Stowaway.
it just, it was massive. And the thing is, she had a hole in her head, and she's there being interviewed with the doctor, like, and you can see it just sort of sticking its head out. Like, do you know when you see a cartoon with a maggot in an apple?
Yeah.
And it looks around like that?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just take it out there and then?
I think they could have done, but the doctor's messing about. It's like, well, it's good for the show, isn't it? And they left it in there.
Right, that's libelous.
Well,
that is libelous.
but I found it weird. Why not just grab it?
Because there must be a reason. There must be one of those medical reasons that you don't really know about, Carl.
Right. And another bit. This was the best one. Right?
Grab it.
Right. There's this fella, and he was on his bike, right,
Yeah.
cycling to work or whatever, and he sort of sees this thing in the corner of his eye. Right?
Literally in the corner of his eye. Or you mean he saw
He just said he saw
in his
something.
peripheral
He
vision?
saw
Okay,
something
yeah.
and thought, what's that?
Yeah.
So he thought, oh, doesn't matter, whatever. And he stops off at a cafe, right? Get a little scone, a tea or whatever. And he goes in there and he's sat down, and the waiter comes over. He says, yeah, what do you want? He said, I'll have a scone and a tea. He goes, all right then. So he goes to get it, comes back. As he puts the tea and the scone down, his face is like, what is that? Right? Like a look of frightenedness on his face, right? Drops the tea and legs it. So the fella's going, what? So he legs it after the bloke and goes, what? And he says, oh, something came out of your nose. That was massive.
Sorry, something came out of the
Listen,
guy
this is all
serving.
true because people would have watched it, so don't start saying it
Sorry,
didn't
but hang on, I
happen.
just need to clarify. The guy on
I
the bike...
I don't believe he ran away.
Wait a
I
minute.
don't believe he legged it. I don't believe he had a look of frightenedness on his face, and I don't believe he said something massive came out your nose.
Wait a minute.
And I don't even believe he had a cup of tea in the scone. These are the things that I think are embellished.
But who had something coming out of his nose? Was it the guy serving the scone?
The one who was on the bike who ordered the scone.
Yeah, but what was
came out
it?
of his nose.
Yeah, what was it? Came out of his nose.
Right. So he goes home and he thinks, I've got to sort this out because it's not good and that. So he
But what? No, it was out of his nose. So you mean it poked out of his nose? It didn't come out.
It just said hello and then it...
It was like the maggot in the head.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just
it just-
popped his head out, had a look around and went back in.
Why
Like,
did the bloke drop the tea and run?
well, it's weird, isn't it?
All right, so he goes home.
He goes home and he goes, oh, God, you know. So he sits in front of the mirror and he's sat there waiting. This thing comes out. Again, sort of looks round, goes back in again. So he goes, oh.
No scones.
Right.
No, he's-
So he goes, I've got to sort this out. He goes to the doctors, says to the doctor, I've got something up my nose. It just keeps coming out and having a look round, going back in.
Didn't say
The
that.
doctor's like, oh, I haven't heard of that before. Right.
Didn't say that.
So sat there. It does it again. The doctor looks, frightened again.
Runs away?
Yeah.
He,
No, he
he,
didn't run away.
Well, he's got a look of frightenedness on his face.
he had a look of medical frightenedness. He dropped his stethoscope and legged it.
No, he said, I know what it was. He said, what? So you got a leech up your nose. He had a leech about that long.
What's radio?
Well, how long's that?
4 inches.
4 inches coming out of his nose. Next time it stuck its head out, he grabbed it, pulled it out. That's horrible, though, isn't it? Isn't it?
Can I just give you a little fact here? Someone's emailed in for you, Carl. They've sent an interesting fact for you. I think you're going to be interested in this. Don't read it on the email. Let me read it for you. I think you'll be excited. An interesting fact from Carl. That's from Toby. He says, Attila the Hun punished some fella who annoyed him by cutting off his arms and legs. You'll love this. And stitching his arms back where his legs should be. And vice versa. Look at his face. Look at the little smile that's just cracked on his lips. That is the kind of fact you've been waiting for all day, isn't it?
So go on, again, so...
Attila the Hun, right? Some guy didn't like. He cut off his arms and his legs, and he stitched his legs on where his arms should be, and his arms where his legs should be. Look at him looking at his body, trying to picture it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let it sink in for a little while, then I'll ruin it for him. Carl, what are you thinking?
I'm just picturing it.
Right, he would have died. It would have been tokenistic. There's no way that person could have lived through it. So it was just to the Hun's fun. He probably put him on a stick outside his gate or something. There's no way in those days that he could have gone through complete limb amputation. And
so would he have wore a jumper for pants?
yeah,
this is a question. I was discussing this yesterday. This is not a bit of shit. This is not a joke. I genuinely have always been slightly perplexed, and we were discussing it last night. The notion of the birds and the bees.
Yeah.
Now, I don't mean, the birds and the bees. I understand how,
Why they use the birds and the bees?
Yeah, because, you see, I always, as a child, I never know. I assumed the bees were having some kind of relations with the birds.
No.
So what is there anything to do with the birds and the bees, or is it literally, just like a euphemism? It's just, the birds and the bees.
No, but they...
Do the birds do anything with the bees?
No, not at all. It was where
just take them out?
It was where parents used to sidestep the issue by saying things like, when a lady blackbird and a man blackbird, they meet, right? They make a little nest. And then because they're in love, they have an egg.
Yeah.
And that was it.
I understand that. That makes sense. But why the bees? Why the birds and the bees?
Well, probably... I don't know.
I don't know. You see, within nature, forgive my ignorance, within nature there is no relationship between bees and birds, is there?
No, not at all. No, not at all.
Nothing's going on.
But probably what it was, if the parent found it hard to say, Daddy puts his penis at Mummy's vagina, it was much easier to say, like in the insect world, billions of them queue up and just fill the queen with spunk for about a day.
Sure.
Thus avoiding the embarrassing intercourse.
Exactly.
That's what I think, Carl. What do you think?
Were you taught about the birds and the bees? Did anyone bring that up with you?
No, it was just in that class, wasn't it, when they put a video on.
That's what we had. No, we had a film.
And they just said, I watched that. And then...
what film, though? Basic Instinct?
It was just like, two people. And all sat round the telly and watched it. One girl fainted. And they said, right, that's that. Next week, prisms or whatever.
And did it teach you everything you needed to know?
Well, how much do you need to know?
Yeah, true. No, true. Except one kid in my class still thought a baby came out of an arse. Afterwards, he didn't understand.
I think what they should have shown on those videos is technique as much as anything.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Because it was largely just instructional.
Wooing. Wooing.
What it didn't tell you was how to get into a position where this might be of some interest.
Well, obviously, that baby who had the kid who had a baby. What was going on there, Carl?
That was weird. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was going to be your favourite programme, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't that good in the end.
Why?
You told us about this story ages ago, didn't you?
Ages ago. I told you about a year ago about a baby that had a baby.
Yeah, it's a bit different, the baby that had a baby, isn't it? Whereas a Siamese twin with a breech actually just, developed inside him for, it wasn't even developing. It was a twin stillborn that just was inside, enveloped in the other one's body. So it's a little bit different to a baby what had a baby, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually disappointed he was. Do you know what he said to me? He went, well, I thought it was going to come out. And go, oh, bloody hell, I'm 7. What a waste of my life. Like he'd been in there going, oh, hello? Hello? 7? Idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit disappointing. But there was a programme on after that, right? At 10 o'clock on Discovery, and I haven't got Discovery.
Oh,
it was about...
good?
Oh, I didn't see it. This is it. I was
yeah.
going to say to people, if they've got a copy of it on tape, if they can send it in.
What was it?
About a baby with 4 legs.
Right.
That was on at 10 on...
It wasn't a puppy?
No.
Right.
Just,
what's it doing up there?
Yeah.
It's my baby. Oh, is it Mum? All right, then, fine. Yeah. It's got 4 legs, yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do have
Look,
4 legs.
Dad's gone, he's never coming back, you've got to get over it.
So, if anyone's
It's not
got
a baby.
send it in.
Oh,
Right,
dear.
okay,
Send it in.
good.
So you want to tape with a baby with 4 legs. You're going to be disappointed again. It's not going to be like a baby with 4 legs who's running up the curtains You know what I mean? It's not going to be that. It's probably going to be 2 legs and then 2 sort of like floppy appendages. You know what I mean? They're not going to be brilliant. It's not going to be like Jake the Peg. You're going to be disappointed.
One of them, right? Mount Everest.
Go on. I need more.
Right, well, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Because people are leaving rubbish up there and that. And, like, whoever owns it is saying,
Whoever owns it!
He's saying, forget this. They're leaving a mess and all that. But do you know why it's called Mount Everest?
What was that? That's one, is it? That's one. There's rubbish on Mount Everest.
No,
How many people go up there?
Are we talking about people dumping old tellies and washing machines?
Who's fed up? The Yeti? What are you talking about?
No, I mean, that isn't what I'm educating you. I'm just telling, this is part of the story. I'm just telling you.
It's just a bit of context for you.
Like, they're leaving loads of rubbish up there.
Well, they're not leaving loads of rubbish up there, are they?
No, they are. They're apparently
not like
right
trams and washing machines and seagulls flying everywhere.
I don't know.
Anyway.
But anyway, do you know why it's called that? You know why it's called Mount Everest?
Why it's called Mount Everest?
I know the mount bit.
It's because it's a large mount, and if you climb it, by the time you get to the top, you need to have a rest. And that isn't the educating bit. I'm just telling you.
It's not true.
Well, we'll leave that.
Well, no, Carl. In the name of everything holy, do you think that anyone named it because you have to have a rest when you've climbed it?
Well, we'll see. You'll see what people say on email. But
it's definitely not.
But anyway, that's one thing that I kind of thought, that's interesting. I'll remember that. I'll teach Ricky that, so you've learnt that. Right, now.
Carl's a little bit fed up today. Actually whinging. I mean, properly whinging. Fed up. Reckons he's tired. Reckons he's overworked here. But, do you know what I mean, Carl? Everyone gets tired. Everyone ges tired. Everyone does the same sort of hours to you. What do you do? Sort of 9 till 6, 7?
About 9 till 7, 8.
Well, no, because a couple of times this week I've sort of met you for a drink about 6. So, it's funny, isn't it? That's weird.
Some of the times I've come back after it, just for another 40 minutes or something whilst no one's around, try and get stuff done without phones going, without emails coming in.
Yeah, we got to do it.
Can I tell you what I think's a disappointment?
You're in the department. You got to do it.
I just think it's a disappointment that Carl hasn't been able to put that aside and rise to the occasion. He's only got to do this show once a week.
I know.
I mean, you and I, we're tired. We've got
you've got one job. We've got about 6, and we're still doing it. Do you know what I mean? We still do it. We still.
Well,
come
you're a professional, Rick. I mean, that's why you've won multiple awards. Is because you're willing to get up there, even if you're feeling a little bit under the weather, even if you hurt yourself, or you've got an injury of some kind. You're out there. You're doing it.
Yeah.
You're entertaining. You're providing a service.
Yeah. So
it's disappointment.
Yeah, but I've pressed all the right buttons at the right time.
Indeed.
Right. That's what I get paid for. Yeah. Done that. The adverts have gone out.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I've made you cups of tea.
It's the negativity which is the problem. It's the vibe. You're bringing us down.
Bringing us down.
And therefore the listeners.
Therefore the listeners. Bringing us down. If you don't like London, you know what to do. Well,
I'm trying to get out of here, aren't I?
We just bought a new flat. That's not the best way. Buy a flat in Manchester, live there.
Doesn't matter. I can always rent it out and make a little bit of money.
Why don't you sell the flat in London and buy a street in Manchester?
Pilkington Avenue. You could literally have the Lord, the king of that street. People could come to you like Solomon with their problems.
Yeah. Well, he's come up from London. He's got London ways.
Now, interestingly, have you heard? Do you remember the famous King Solomon story that there are 2 women arguing over whose baby it is, and they present this to, they say, this is my baby, and the other one goes, no, this is my baby.
So he knows one of them's lying, but he doesn't know which one.
And so what does he do? How does King Solomon solve that? How does he figure out whose baby is his? First, what would you do?
They're both white fellas, yeah?
Both what?
White fellas.
There's 2 women.
Right, it's 2 white women.
They probably weren't, completely white.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they're of the same ethnicity.
No, I'm just working out. Right, all right then. So, all right.
And don't think about what King Solomon would necessarily.
Yeah, it wasn't that easy. No, there's not one tall, skinny white one with big ears, and so's the baby. The other one's a little short Chinese bloke. It's 2 women for a start.
Yeah.
2 women. Okay, the baby to look at could be either. He doesn't know which, but he knows one of them's lying, obviously.
And is the one lying saying it's hers or saying it's not hers?
Right, okay, this isn't worth it, Steve. I'm going to tell you what he said, and you tell me if you think it was good or not. He says, well, then what we do is, as king. He said, what we do is, I'll take a sword, I'll cut the baby into two, and you can have half each. And one of the women says, no, don't do that. And one of them says, yeah, that's fair.
Right.
Do you see?
So which one was it?
Sorry? Well, no, my guess is the one that didn't want it done probably was the mother of the child. The one that didn't mind having the baby cut in half probably wasn't a mother of the child. Why don't you think, you bald little mank twat? Play a record.
Well, I'm just, right.
Although, it's not a very good solution.
No, that doesn't
I think the woman who was lying could have come up with something better than, cut it in half. What you should have done is, I'll give it to the other one as well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, because it's your special day and I want you to have a great time today. We're going to do Rockbusters
if you cheer up, miserable. He just got ratty then. Go, no, don't push it on me head. Don't put it on me head.
Right, what were you trying to put on me head?
I was trying to put a pear on your head to knock it off with a ball, like William Tell, but it was, because your head is so round and the pear was round, I tried to flatten it a little bit, and I didn't know it was a juicy pear. So I thought it'd be like just to crush it a little bit, and then he went mental because he had juice running down his face.
Oh.
Why is it my fault? The pear's a faulty pear.
Exactly.
Get proper fruit in here. It worked with the apple.
That was fine.
And then he gets ratty with me.
Okay, let's not waste any time with Rockbusters. Can we let's whip through it?
Just whip through it. Just do the clues, quickly. Quick, go, Rockbusters. Right, go.
Right, the first clue.
Yeah, hurry up, faster.
All the police cars are on fire.
All the police cars are on fire. What's the initials?
BS.
BS, all the police cars are on fire. Good. What's the next one?
The director of 28 Days Later is shouting about sleeping outside.
Yeah, okay, what's the initials for that?
DB.
Right, okay. Okay, yeah. Right, go on then.
He wants to be a sailor. Why is that?
Yeah, well, what's the initials there?
B.
Brilliant, okay.
Give them again quickly, because I didn't quite catch the second one, but go from the top.
All the police cars are on fire.
Yeah, that's BS.
BS.
Yeah.
The director of 28 Days Later is shouting about sleeping outside.
Yeah, okay.
DB.
Yeah.
Right? He wants to be a sailor. Why is that?
Yeah.
B.
B, okay then, brilliant. Okay, now Carl, you gonna cheer up now? Email only, Ricky Gervais at virgin.co.net. Radio 1 Roadshow. Smiley Miley.
Smiley Miley's mileage game. If anyone remembers that, I mean, here's a man, right, whose job, Smiley Miley was not a DJ, lest me forget. Smiley Miley was the guy that organised the vans that carried the equipment to and from the roadshows. Because he was such a crazy personality.
Because he smiled a little bit.
Exactly.
He got recognition, Carl. Longevity, lots of money, and lives where he wants to live. The town that he wants to live in. Why don't you just enjoy the town that you've chosen to live in, because it's so good? London. What towns have you been to? Have you travelled at all?
I've been about a bit, yeah.
Right, okay, then what towns did you like? Okay, forget Manchester. That's safe. You like Manchester. Right, I'll do the big three.
Shouting.
London, New York, Paris. Okay, you don't like London, even though you live here. Got flats here. Good, excellent. That makes sense. Have you been to New York?
Yeah.
What do you think? It's an amazing city, isn't it?
I like it. It's just noisy, it's smelly.
Right, it's the city that never sleeps.
Well, I'm not surprised with all the racket and that.
Paris, the city of love, the most romantic city in the world.
Not really. I remember seeing an old woman in McDonald's in there, and it put me off. That's where that thing happened, where the old woman was.
What did it say? Tell us.
We talked about it before. The old woman in McDonald's.
Yeah, what happened?
She was sat in the corner there with her legs open, no knickers on. All right.
Oh God!
That's Paris.
Did that put you off your cheeseburger?
Next city, where next?
Have you been to, I don't know, the most beautiful city, Venice?
Yeah, I've been there, yeah.
It's good?
No.
Why?
Because they sell it to you as if it is a romantic city.
Where did you see it sold?
No, I saw it on, when I was growing up, right? Remember 3-2-1 with Ted Rogers?
Yeah, of course.
It used to be one of the star prizes on there.
Right.
And they'd say, let's show you the video, let's see what you're going to, let's see where you're going to be loving it for a couple of weeks. And they'd show you this scene of, like, the gondolas.
Yeah.
And all the city lit up at night.
Yeah.
Like a man and woman sat on a boat, loving it and stuff.
Yeah.
I went there, bin bags everywhere.
Play a record.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Play a record.
It's London.
That
flooded.
is Wish You Were Here with Karl Pilkington.
All right.
It's London flooded.
Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. Stop. On XFM. Carl's back. He's cheering up a little bit. Because I think he's vented his spleen a little bit on cities around the world that aren't as good as Manchester. So, has any of your family lived in Manchester? Because they all moved away, didn't they? You came here, your dad's moved to Wales, for Christ's sake. Well, your family are all around brother joined the army, get anywhere, just take me anywhere.
I don't know where he is.
His sister's moved away, so no
Ireland,
one... Yeah, there you go, you see? So, that's just one family. That's one family who love Manchester.
Exactly.
Alright?
Tell you what, Steve.
Go on.
I did find out in the week.
Yeah.
World record, right? Person with the longest trump.
With the longest what?
Wind. Fart.
Right.
Right? 2 minutes 42 is the world record.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I'm immediately thinking about a relative of yours who I'm sure did longer than that.
Who still lives in Manchester.
Auntie Nora.
Now, Auntie Nora did it for how long? 5 minutes, wasn't it?
Starfighter for 5 minutes. But, unfortunately, she was the only person in the room. Whereas I think, which one's alive, Ross or Norris McWhirter?
I don't know, actually.
He has to be there.
Yeah, I think he actually has to
He'd
be
have
present.
to be there.
Would you want to be there?
Well, he'd have sort of equipment, looking at his watch, going, finish? He goes, yeah. He goes, well, that was 4 minutes.
Did she go from like a size 10 to a size 6?
Did
she show some old dresses?
Like a hovercraft.
Exactly.
In a big dress.
Yeah.
Just slightly off. Yeah. So, it has to be invigilated.
But again, you know, how was the Guinness Book of World Records one invigilated? I mean, who was supervising that?
He said, I can fart for 2 minutes. They went, well, we've got to see this. Went round. And, he just probably let it rip. It's probably circular breathing. He's probably sort of sucking in air and swallowing it as he's going. And it's a continuous one, isn't it? It's not like... Yeah.
I mean, it said, you know, that's how Nora's happened. Me Auntie Nora. She had a little bit of wind. It went on for like 2.5 minutes.
Sure.
That's when she called me ma'am.
As it was still going on.
And said, there's something not right here.
I'm leaking.
She said, oh, can you send your dad round? You know, my dad.
Yeah.
Sent to me ma'am.
With a cork.
And,
with a lighter. Yeah. I think this would be the best one
I
ever.
want to show the kids something.
He said, I'll be there in a bit, get the windows open. But what it was down to, because I was talking to my mum and dad about it.
Is she the one with the split tennis ball?
Yeah.
Can we not talk about that again?
I was talking to my mum and dad about it, saying, you know, why do you think it happened and that? And it's because she never chucks food away, right? And she'll sort of mash it all up. And she's got all these ice cream tubs in the fridge that are just full of like
water.
Old mashed up food.
Really?
And she prepares everything. Right, she doesn't work, she's retired now, she's got nothing to do all day, but everything's got to be ready
Still
for her.
calls in sick.
Do you know what I mean? Everything's got to be done. Even though, if you're going round to her house and you're going there for tea, it's like, what time are you coming? And it's like, well, I don't know, maybe 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, you're
well,
late, because you're late when you have to meet us at 5 or 6.
Do you know what I mean? That's what...
So, sorry, when you say she mashes up food, she literally takes the remnants of a dinner, could be sort of some...
Anything.
And just smashes it all up into a...
Yeah.
And then what does she do with it?
Put it in the fridge, and she's got it in the fridge, it's like January, February, March, she's got all these ice cream boxes that are just full of...
But she doesn't... She reheats it and eats it.
Oh, then she, puts it in a pan.
I thought she was just keeping it as a souvenir of each meal she'd had.
No, put it in a pan, warm it up.
Oh, that's
what it is, it's just...
A lot of vegetation, is it?
Yeah.
Why has it only happened once, or does she save it up once a year, just let it go?
I don't know. But she is mad,
Yeah, she sounds potty.
She doesn't answer the phone anymore in case there's a burglar. Checking if she's in. It's like, well, answer it and then they'll know you are in and they won't come round.
Yeah.
Mental.
Well, they can't be sure then, can they?
What do you mean?
Well, if there's no, well, maybe it's someone just... They are in, but they're hiding. Whereas if Auntie Nora goes, it's Auntie Nora. We can she'll be farting. We can sneak in when she does a loud one. Because we'll be aware of the telly. What's stopping it? It's got a valance round it. It's got caught on the cap.
So have we got a recap on Rockbusters?
No, just has anyone got the right answers? Has anyone got the right answers?
Let me just check here. Here's one from someone who just says, he's given an answer, answer to number 1, I. Number 2, don't. Number 3, care.
Right, okay. Is he close? Has anyone got 3 answers?
I can't find one with 3 answers.
So, again, you've done something wrong, Carl.
No. No.
This isn't radio. Play a record.
There you go. Someone's got it.
Give it to them.
Fine. Okay, give us the clues again. We'll give the answers straight away. No fanning around.
Yeah,
right.
It's really pointless.
Number 1.
Yeah.
All the police cars are on fire. BS.
Yeah. What was that?
I can think of something.
Go on.
Blazing Squad.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Right. The director of 28 Days Later is shouting about sleeping outside.
Yeah.
That's Dan Yell Bedingfield, right?
Danielle Bedingfield.
Right, we'll never let him do this again.
I told you I washed my hands of it.
I know, but I just thought...
Why did you let him? Why'd you...
Because he was grumpy.
But this is what happens. Look what's happened. Danielle Bedingfield. That's what happened.
The director of... So Danny Boyle, so Dan, right, all that for Dan, but shouting about being... Dan Yell Bedingfield, right? What's the last one?
He wants to be a sailor, why is that?
Yeah?
Beyonce.
What does that mean?
Beyonce. He wants to be on the sea.
Play record. You're never doing it again. You just signed your death warrant.
What have we done?
You're never doing Rockbusters again. And if Monkey News is about, they would ban that as well.
We're
serious this time.
So Joe in Catford, stuff off to you.
Oh, I can't believe what we've done.
He's even doing the shout out.
There you won. Well done on that.
What have we done, Rick? What have we done?
You're talking about people who annoy you and that.
Yeah.
Like, not many sort of celebrities annoy me because I think, well, some people like them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But things that affect me, like the builders. Right?
You're a philosopher. Go on.
The builders annoy me, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And you could say that's a bit of stereotyping, but all the people who I've met who have been builders have always annoyed me, right? So that's
because they've been working on your house in your space. I mean, that's like all the builders that have been round your flat making a noise when you're trying to get some sleep have annoyed you.
Well, that.
Brilliant.
But also someone in the office in the week, right, who works here.
Yeah.
He's a good lad, named Lenny, right? It's called Lenny. He proposed to his missus using XFM. So like he popped in Zoe's show. Right, his girlfriend sat out there. She didn't know what was going on. She was asked to come in.
Even she wasn't listening. She was out there. she probably had a Walkman on or something.
Yeah. Well, just that.
She was just to Jono. He had to fax Jono with the request.
Dear Jono, I am broadcasting from Mexico at the moment.
My girlfriend's listening to you.
Oh, God. London's Hot 106.2.
Great stuff.
But it's just that thing of, like, abusing your position, I think, annoys me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I just was thinking, if he worked for a cab company, would he have done that over...
That's one of my hates. People who abuse. Do you know what I hate? Dictators who have just sort of like, they've got there by unfair means, now they're sort of like hurting the, like, little people and that.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I hate the most.
Yeah. Do you know what I don't like?
What?
Famine. No, it winds me right up. Famine and disease. Oh, you're so annoyed with it. Tune from Wilco's called I'm the Man Who Loves You.
It's the big one. It's what people tune in for. They probably tune in about 10 these days. For Monkey News. With, Karl Pilkington.
Can we hear the jingle?
Only 4 to go. Oh, chimpanzee, that Monkey News.
Right, this one's about it's been emailed into me.
Right.
I haven't really had time to check it out this week.
No, you're joking.
Been busy.
Ooh, I hope it's not stupid.
Goes back to 1908, and the person's saying it's a good story and that, and they're surprised I haven't picked up on it yet. Right. The Olympics, right? In 1908 in London. Apparently it was meant to happen in Italy, but it was cancelled. Don't know why. Right, and it happened in London. Anyway, 400 metres. Right, it was meant to... there was a fella who was going to do the run, right, and the favourite to win it was this Bulgarian guy, right? It was like a newcomer.
Okay, these are a few things it cannot be. 1, he injures himself, so a monkey steps in and wins. 2, he does a drugs test, it turns out that he is a monkey. So if it's either of those, right, I'm gonna go mad.
So anyway, so the fella, right, this favourite, everyone's putting the money on him, thinking, yeah, he's going to do it.
Is he hairy? Is this bloke hairy?
So anyway, so the race happens.
Yeah.
And everybody's lined up, ready to run. And, everyone's saying, yeah, he's going to win, he's going to win. Then suddenly, a bit of murmuring going on, people going, oh, what's going on here?
Right. He's eating a banana.
And there's a fella in the lane next to him.
Yeah.
Right, he's going up, who's that? He doesn't look familiar.
Oh, Christ, Carl.
Chico?
Right, doesn't look familiar. Who's he?
Weird.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, what is it? What is it? Or who is it? I mean, not what is it?
So they go in.
So they say, well, he might not be that any good. Do you know what I mean? He might not be good. He might. It's just
a bit short, isn't he? He's only 3'6", and he's hunched over on his knuckles. So
I didn't realise it was fancy dress.
Yeah. So I don't think he's going to be any good. No.
So the race starts.
Oh, he's put his finger up his arse. That's weird for runners to do that before a race. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah.
Race starts.
Yeah.
The fella that no one recognises wins it. People go, what's gone on here?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know what I mean? We had our money on the favourite. What's gone on? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
Anyway, he stood up there, right? He's looking well happy.
Yeah.
He's lifting the trophy and everything.
Right.
Long arms. That trophy's higher than...
So anyway...
He's only 3 foot, but the trophy's 9 foot in the air with those long arms. I'm suspicious. Go on.
They had the picture in the paper the next day.
Sure.
And everyone's going, yeah, he was fast and everything, but quite hairy for a run.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Come on.
Quite hairy for a runner, because normally they shave themselves, don't they, to make them faster. And how did he manage it? It's really hairy and that. So anyway, he wins the stuff, he walks away with a cup. The people who are in charge of the running, or like the Olympic Committee, look further into it. Turns out it was a chimp.
Right, keep talking.
No, don't keep talking.
Shut up. This is monkey news. If you can't handle the news...
It's news from 1909 and I haven't heard about a chimp winning the Olympics.
Be quiet.
What happened there then?
400 metres, right? Now the thing is...
talk shit.
The only thing was,
Ricky.
it took so long for the Olympic Committee, right, to find out that it was a monkey. It was going manic. It went into loads of races. It was picking up loads of
Don't shut up!
Right? It became a celebrity. It was doing endorsements on TV.
Don't talk shit.
It said he managed to win the same race 4 years later in Athens because...
How did he get to Athens?
Well, it's a joke. They're winding you up, Carl.
Weird.
It's not weird. Right. I do not believe it. Well, that's okay. There's only 3 of them to go then. Right, because we're probably all leaving in 4 weeks' time, and that's the end, I've got to get onto a sort of mainstream radio station, because I don't think there's any other sort of tin pot place like this, is there?
No.
So I'm going to clear up my act a little bit. I've got an album from the Capitol Radio Library, and it's the best punk album in the world ever. So if Cap's listening, I'm just going to show that I can do a mainstream. I'm going to play a classic song and I'm going to announce it right and everything. So
if you get a job on a decent station, you'll take me with you, will you?
We're a pair.
Brilliant.
So, okay, here we go, right. If anyone's listening, just to show that I can do mainstream radio, okay? Well, that's all. Okay.
You're getting nervous. Okay. Come on. Shall I get a monkey and do it?
It's alright. Okay. Well, that's about all there is time for today. You've been listening to Ricky Gervais with me, Stephen Merchant. Across the way, K-Man Pilkers. We're going all the way back now, a classic song from the late 1970s, and this is Devo with Mongoloid.
I've got that feature Educating Ricky, which is a bit of a play on words as well. Right. Do you know the film, Steve?
Educating Rita.
Yeah.
I see what you've done. Go on.
I'm doing that, and I teach Ricky stuff.
What do you teach me, Carl?
Well, I've got a few different topics.
Go on.
Do you know, like how you taught me about Hitler and Che Guevara and Winston Churchill? Mm-hmm. I'm going to come in with topics every week, and this week I've got
ghosts.
Hanging bacon is one of the topics.
Say that again.
Hanging bacon.
Hanging bacon.
All the titles.
Francis Bacon.
No, all the titles are sort of named to sort of tease you and get you more interested in it.
Hanging bacon. Well, you've certainly intrigued.
Go on. What's another title one?
Hairy Chinese kid.
I'd go for that one.
If there was a university degree with that title...
Yeah, no, I'm going to go for Hairy Chinese kid,
And
I think.
the final one, Alien gives man a beard.
Right.
Alien gives man a beard.
I am going to burst. Right, listen, Carl, you've got to tell me. Right, first, let's do it in reverse.
No, we're not going to do it now anyway.
What do you mean? We've got to do it now. This is the first interesting thing you've said in an hour. Okay, the listeners have just been subjected to rubbish and mistakes and everything for the last 6 months. Please, we've got to do Alien gives man a beard. What is that? Tell us that.
Right.
Sorry, this is just you telling me something, is it? This feature is you telling me something.
I'm teaching you something. Educating Ricky. Huh?
So are we playing it now? We're already into this feature. Well into this feature, are we?
Yeah, I suppose we are, yeah.
Should there not be a jingle or something?
Yeah, can we have a jingle?
There's no point, because look, I come up with ideas and you dismiss them straight away, so I'm not wasting my time making stuff.
Right.
If you don't like
okay,
it.
let's play Educating Ricky.
Right.
Brilliant. Go. Right.
So...
what? Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Educating Ricky.
Right, what are we going for then? Hanging the bacon, airy Chinese kid, alien gives man a beard.
I think alien gives man a beard.
I'd like to do that.
Right, there's this fellow, I think it happened in America, and he saw a bright light in the sky. And
God, if you're bored.
and he stood there.
This is a true story, is it?
Yeah. He stood there
Yes, of course it isn't, Steve.
and he saw this bright light and it came closer and closer and it was a UFO, right?
Yep.
And he looked at it and it disappeared, right? And he gets back in his car
He looks in the mirror.
and he looks in the mirror.
Yep.
He's only got a beard.
He hasn't.
You sure it wasn't someone else who got in the car? And he was still standing out there?
Right?
What?
And it turned out
Yeah.
he got home and said to his wife or his girlfriend, it's a bit weird. So I just got out of the car to look at a bright light, and I got back in the car and I grew a beard, and she said, never mind your beard, where have you been for 3 days? And what had happened is...
He passed out because he was pissed.
No. The UFO had taken him for 3 days.
Yeah.
But he'd only thought that he'd only looked at it and it went away.
Yeah.
But what had happened is he took him and he grew a beard because he hasn't had a shave.
Right, okay. I mean, was Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones anything to do with this at all? Did you see this on a video maybe and thought it was an educational film?
No, it's from a book that some kind person sent in to me. Here.
Can I just ask again, just again, I'm just throwing this right back at you. Do you think there's any other possible answer here? Right? A man is absent for 3 days from home.
He's
the
grown a
length
beard.
of time that it could take to grow a beard, lest we forget. What if he hadn't actually seen a bright light in the sky?
What if he was
he'd been
lying? What if
drunk?
he was lying?
He'd got knocked unconscious. He'd had a car crash.
Just
any
lying.
number of other
No,
things.
just lying.
Or he was just lying.
Yeah, he'd been on a bender, getting pissed for 3 days
And that
with
was
his
an
mates.
excuse to his wife.
And they went, Dennis, what are you going to tell your wife?
Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You're not going to believe I was out with you, lads.
Just say you're only away for a minute. No, I wasn't away from it because of the beard. Oh yeah, look, it looks like you've been out for 3 days. Well, we have. That's
Exactly.
right. Okay, we've got to cover that then. Alien abduction.
Great one.
Okay, let's try that.
Do you see? That's a little scenario there that could have been played out.
So, when you say educating Ricky, what have I learnt from this? Never listen to you again. That's all I've learnt so far. Never listen to you.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. Do you know the little mouse that had an ear on its back?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. Well, you thought he had a bad time, right? Listen to this one. Mouse walking about with us sort of wearing a monkey's testicle. They're just having a laugh. This is what I mean about a lot of scientists. What are they doing? When's that going to come in handy?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, they were seeing if, say if a fella loses one, right?
Yeah.
Hitler or whatever. And they go, well, don't worry about it, we can sort you out. I don't know what the monkey's going to do. I don't know if they keep passing them on or whatever. But the actual monkey testicle was put on the mouse, and it worked. It worked for the mouse.
But isn't it... I mean, isn't a monkey's testicle quite large in relation to a mouse? Would it not look like the mouse was on a space hopper or something?
Oh, yeah, it didn't look good.
Well, they didn't put it where its testicles would be.
No, they did.
They put it. Well, how could it walk then? The ear was on his back, so he could just get about.
Well, I don't know. But
Well, you don't know, do you? You just guessed. Did they grow the monkey's testicles where the mouse
Well, it
testicles
looked
would?
stupid anywhere else, though, wouldn't it?
Oh, whereas a mouse with monkey testicles, that's fine.
Oh, you'd be showing off. You'd be all right. I prefer that than the ear.
When that mouse gets put back in with the other mice, do the other mice go, George, you look different. Have you had anything done?
But the weird thing is, as well, apparently it still works as a monkey.
What?
So, like,
what are you talking about?
Like the sperm and that was it was still sort of monkey.
Of course
sperm.
it was. What are you talking about?
But that's weird.
But what, Carl? What? But what? It's only a thing to give it nutrients. That's all the thing they're testing. It's like grafting at that level. Right. What's your question? Because I'm right. What do you think? It would change eventually. It would have changed into a mouse testicle because it had been hanging round a mouse for so long.
No, I thought the actual sperm of it though would be a mouse's.
Why?
Because it's hanging off a mouse.
No, but your sperm is actually created in the testicles.
So
that's why it has to be outside your body. Otherwise, we put them in a nice little cage.
I'm guessing then that they've done this operation so that they can do it to humans. Yeah. Why would I want a monkey testicle if my kids are going to be monkeys? What use is it?
No, think. That's no.
That's going to happen anyway, Carl.
Yeah, but think. Think of what you're saying. They've grown a monkey testicle on a mouse to see if it would still function as a monkey's testicle, okay? So they can do that to humans. So think, Carl. What they'd do is they'd grow a human testicle on a mouse and it could still be used as a human testicle.
So what?
To give you a testicle that you've lost.
From a mouse?
No, from another person who it was kept alive on a mouse. Because it's kept the nutrients alive, as opposed to keeping it in a deep freeze. Maybe bollocks go off after a week. I don't know. Maybe they get accidents. He had a little a card. Do you donate your testicles? Yeah, I'll tell you what. No one needs testicles yet. Let's keep them on a mouse. You have yours ripped off in some sort of bizarre skiing accident. You go, well, you're in a Battersea dog town. You pick the ones you want. They can grow them on anything. They can grow them on a Dachshund. Bulldogs are growing them usually that's where you see a bulldog. Usually that's waiting for an operator. What don't you understand, Carl?
Hang on a minute. I thought this was knob news, not testicle time. I don't understand what it is.
Testicle time's not for another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it's all sort of linked and that, though, isn't it?
Sometimes it's linked to a mouse.
But what do you think about, like, I don't know, testing stuff out like that? Is it worth it? Could you not just go straight from...
But listen, Carl, I'm getting this information from you.
No,
if this was on Question Time and someone said there were, Dimbleby and Paxman or whatever said it, I'd think about it as a moral dilemma. You've just said you saw a mouse with a monkey testicle. What do you think of that? I don't think any of it. I don't think anything of it is the answer, Carl, because I can't trust the info. I cannot trust anything that comes out of your mouth.
Well, it's true, but it's just all this... It's the same thing, innit? It's the leeches in a blender. It's the fella looking at an electron.
Yeah.
It's the mouse with an ear on its back.
Yeah.
I don't know what the point is.
But you don't read on. Because I've seen you read something and you're going, look at that. Man survives on eating knee. And I go, what else? You go, I didn't read on. I didn't read on.
You look at the mouse with the ear on the back and you just think, that must be murder at a concert. You don't think. You don't think.
No, I just think, is it worth sort of wasting
You think he swallowed someone's ear? He gnawed it away and swallowed it and it's just in his system?
Yeah.
No, I just get a bit sad about the mice and that.
I agree. I mean, that is sad, yeah. Of course, anything like that.
Can I just ask Carl how he got on over Christmas? Because the last time I spoke to him, you hadn't bought a present for your girlfriend. Yeah. I have to say, I was on tenterhooks all Christmas.
Well, you changed it. After that show, I felt bad, even though I shouldn't have done, because...
Because you hadn't bought your girlfriend a Christmas present?
I said to you, I booked a table at a hotel in Covent Garden, had Christmas dinner there, which was nice, right? It's good food and everything.
Didn't feel like enough to me.
Well, then I went out and treated some stuff, and then...
No. A couple of days before Christmas, he went... I took Suzanne to that hotel we're going to go to for Christmas dinner. We had tea and cakes. And I went, oh, you treated her? He went, no, she paid for it, but I was just showing her what it was going to be like. That was her extra treat. She paid for it. I love that.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, it was a dear. It was like 150 quid for a meal for two, which is pretty dear. So I'm not going to buy her cakes as well.
I love that! All right, love, have anything you want. You pay for your own pudding, I'm not mental.
Yeah. So you treated her to some other stuff?
Yeah, some bits and bobs.
What, so she chose them and you paid for them?
What, the presents?
Yeah.
No, you chose them and she paid for them, but, it's the thought that counts.
I got them on the way home that Saturday.
Well done.
And what did you buy?
Well, just some bits.
It might be personal, Steve.
Well, I don't care.
Just some bits.
Yeah, but
bits and pieces.
Leave out the personal bits. What bits?
Just little things. And then yesterday, right?
A monkey wrench and a new washer for the shower.
Yeah. Some recordable CDs that you need for your job.
Oh,
so,
dear.
Now, when you gave those presents to her, did her face light up?
Right. I don't want to tell you what they were, right? But she wasn't that impressed.
You're going to tell us what they are now,
tell us what they are.
You even know what they are. She told you on Christmas Day.
Hold on, wait a minute.
But it doesn't matter what they are.
It does matter what they are.
It doesn't.
It does, Carl. It's you, mate. Of course it
doesn't matter.
Oh, God!
Have you just remembered?
Yeah!
Right, but there's no need.
I've got to tell him, Carl. I really want your permission because I don't want to be I know it's not, but we know it's not that embarrassing. It's really quite sweet.
Yeah, but in a way, right, the way I look at it is, right, Christmas, even when I was a little kid, right, is not...
Please let me tell him, Carl.
Well, let me just tell you first, though. Let me tell you why I didn't go all out on the old present front.
All right. Justify yourself.
Right. First of all, I've covered it up since then anyway, right, with that present, because I bought her some shoes yesterday, and she did say, I'll give you the money for them, but when I get home, I said, it's all right. I said, you can have them, right? So not only did I buy her some food on Christmas Day, I got her shoes. She's probably had a total...
And they feel like a horse.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, there you go, there's your shoes, there's your food, right, bed down, see you later.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is she's done...
fed and clothed.
Yeah, did you comb her hair?
She's done well this year, right? So... The thing is,
done well this year. It's like you're a single parent living on a council estate with a smack problem, and you still managed to buy them some Lego.
When I was a kid, right, it wasn't about what you got. I remember one year when I was about 8. Right,
this is going to make me cry, isn't it? This?
No, it's not. I'm just saying the way it is. Right, I woke up at about 4 in the morning. And I was like, what have I got? And I couldn't sleep. I was that on edge. It's the excitement of Christmas, isn't it? It's like, what's wrapped up? I need to know.
Sure.
And it's the fact that people are saying, no, you won't know until tomorrow.
Yes, sure.
That annoys you and winds you up.
Okay.
So I got up at 4 in the morning, opened my presents, and then went, right, I know now, went back to bed, had a great sleep.
Yes.
Right? So it's nothing to do with the excitement of what you get. It's the excitement of not knowing what you've got.
And then what happened when you got up to go down with the presents?
What you're saying to me is that you could wrap up a brick because the thrill of Christmas is in hoping and being excited about what it is, not the actual gift itself.
Yeah.
Is that what you did? Did you get a brick?
No, let me tell you now what he got. He got her a present, right? And she said, she came and said, yeah, he got me. It was an industrial-sized packet of condoms.
It was a joke gift.
No, it wasn't
a joke. It wasn't even a joke.
I went home that Saturday after here, past Boots, thought, might have something in here. They were on, like, some value.
Right, you passed the
Were
makeup.
they used?
Right, but anyway.
The makeup, you passed all the other...
Past the makeup,
stuff.
past the lovely vanity cases.
Yeah,
the foot spas.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hold on. How much are these, love, for 100?
Yeah.
$4.99. Yeah.
Do I get them reduced if I buy in bulk?
So how many did you buy? What was it?
I don't know, probably about 100.
Right, okay.
And is she allowed to use those with anyone?
Did you wrap them?
Can she just go out and have a wild time?
Well, you don't need to wrap. They're already wrapped, aren't they? Oh. And then what did she say when she opened them? No, wait. Carl, what did she say?
Right, play a record and we'll come back to this.
Go on.
This fella goes to the doctors, right?
Oh, right, okay. Right, if this is in any way apocryphal, stupid, illogical, impossible, right, you are never, ever speaking again on radio. So make sure this is at least possible. I'll tell you what, I'll even give you improbable but possible. So if anything that breaks the laws of the universe or logic, okay, that's all you have to avoid. On you go.
Right, so this fella, right, he goes to the doctors because he's got earache.
Right, okay, if a chimp's living in his brain... Go on.
So he's got earache, he's sat in the waiting room and his ear's all bunged up and it's hurting a lot and what have you. So the doctor comes out and he goes, right? And because his ear's all bunged up, he doesn't hear it that well, right? So he thinks it must have been me, right? So he wanders in.
Keep going.
Anyway,
I'm going to hate this. I can just feel it in my bones. Steve, I'm going to let you take over. Okay,
let's hear it.
So the doctor says, sit yourself down there, right? So he sits himself down. He goes, right, take your pants off, right? So he's thinking that's a bit odd. Anyway, he heard
that though.
He apparently he took his tackle off. The doctor did some operation.
What, there in the waiting room?
No, in his office.
In his office, yeah.
What?
Wait. So he removed what? His genitals?
Yeah.
In his office.
Why, Carl?
Because he hadn't called him in.
Oh, he'd called in the bloke who wanted his testicles taken off, and he didn't hear it. What? So the doctor went out and said, Mr. Jones, who's here to whip off your cock and balls just here and now, right? bloke comes in, it must have been me. So the bloke with who wanted his balls taken off didn't say, oh, I think he said me. So he didn't interrupt then. So the bloke goes in, he starts taking his testicles off, and he doesn't say, I'm here for me ears.
What are you doing with that? I was talking to someone as well recently who, utterly convinced, and you get this quite a lot, don't you, especially Americans, that Elvis Presley's still alive.
Yeah.
And I think, wasn't there some statistic, like more people believed Elvis was alive than believed evolution? Was that right?
Yes.
Something like that?
No. No, it's something worse than that. It could be something.
It was something like that. It's something like, I don't know, it's something like 42% of Americans believe that Elvis Presley has faked his own death and is still alive, right?
Yeah.
And there's this whole book that's been written about it, because, Carl, you might be interested in this. I know you're always fascinated by things that have been written down and therefore a gospel.
Yeah. And that you don't have to revise yourself. You just learn off Ian Wright. Yeah.
But apparently, the reason that Elvis is still alive, is that there's a number of, sort of, pieces of evidence. One is that none of his family could agree which colour pyjamas he was wearing when he died. That's evidence, apparently. Apparently, you know, he was an honorary member of the FBI. Well, apparently his signature appears on FBI documents well into the 80s, long after he should have died. Apparently no one can agree. There was sums of money
a lot of fat people in dungarees have seen him.
Yeah. There's a number of sums of money which apparently only he could have given authority to have transferred to other bank accounts. They've moved. Yeah. So this is all evidence that Elvis is still alive. And a lot of people, I was talking to this guy and he was saying, yeah, well, of course, the thing is, the pressures of fame were too much for him. That he faked his own death so that he no longer had to be this huge icon. You know, he could live an ordinary life. And my query has always been this. If Elvis faked his own death, do you think the method he'd have chosen is to have shat himself to death whilst on the toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah, but because he picked that, nobody will doubt it.
Right. So Elvis went to the FBI.
Yeah.
What do you make of it?
Well, exactly. So what we're saying, Carl, is that there was lots of methods open to him. You know what I mean? It's all like, he didn't go to his secret police and go, oh, I'm fed up. I want to fake my own death. You know what I mean? And they go,
yeah. And what methods have you got?
I like to be found shit myself down the toilet.
You like to do what?
I want to be a big fat mother on the toilet, just shitting myself to death.
Right,
on my ankles.
Elvis is a good idea. I'm just wondering if there's maybe something a little bit more glamorous for your favourite death. I mean, you could take a bullet for the president.
What? Shit all over him? Just shit?
No, we know crap at all. No, you just take a bullet for him, or you could.
There has to be shit involved.
Why has it got to be?
There has to be shit involved.
Why has it got to be crap?
I want it this way. Make it happen. Yeah, it's probably Carl, head in hand, look. Yeah. He's worried about the things we say.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We haven't offended 1.2 billion people.
Yeah. A fifth of the planet.
So, Carl, what do you make of it then? Are you convinced Elvis is still alive?
Am I getting him mixed up with someone else?
Because all Elvises look alike.
Because...
that is true. A lot of Elvises do look alike. That's safe.
On his gravestone, didn't they get his name wrong? Or is that his brother?
Who's his brother?
Aaron.
That's his middle name.
Yeah. You're not an Elvis kind of expert, are you?
Hold on, wasn't Elvis one of a twin that died?
That died, and I'm sure they got his name wrong on a grave or something. Oh, I don't know.
But that's consequently that's proof he's still alive.
No, the thing with the still alive thing, like I say, he picked that awkward death because nobody would be saying, hang on a minute, going round upsetting the family, wanting to talk about it because they'd be embarrassed to be saying, you know, he was found sort of in a pile of mess.
Weighing 25 stone.
Yeah. So...
Because you notice he also expanded to a huge size as well, so he was just a huge fat blob of a man. He also did that to add, extra...
To the glamour.
I don't quite understand these people who fake their deaths, because...
Well, a lot of them don't. A lot of them don't, Carl. This is what, in a roundabout way, we're saying. We're saying that a lot of people that say people fake that they didn't, like Bruce Lee and James Dean and Elvis Presley, we're saying they didn't fake their deaths.
He did die, didn't he? His head come off, didn't it?
Very good.
Who's this?
James Dean?
His head came off. Oh no, I know where I'm trapped in a toilet with no toilet paper. That's where I am. And I'm thinking maybe I peel off some of the wallpaper, things like that, but there's nothing I can do. I've got to go upstairs. Well, exactly, but I'm going to have to go upstairs and find...
Toilet paper, was there any?
There wasn't.
There wasn't? Oh.
I'm going to have to go upstairs and maybe find a notepad or something like that. Oh. And, so I try the door, right? The door's wedged, and I'm pulling on the door, and I can't get the door open. It's just like, it won't come open. And it's already... And I knew it was going to come to this at some point. Like, this is like... The clock's ticking, I'm trying to pull the door open, trousers around my ankles again, and I'm thinking, well, what I could do is I could open the window, I suppose, and, like, try and climb out, but... Not really, because I got the trousers around the ankles. And that's
Or if it was raining, just stick your ass out, 2 birds with one stone.
Sadly, it was a beautiful day, Rich.
I call it the World Bee Day.
And so what I'm thinking is, I got my mobile phone in there, luckily, because it's in my pocket. I'm thinking, well, maybe I could phone, I was seriously
Kleenex.
Maybe I'll phone the fire brigade.
At this point, I need just dried.
No, it hadn't, it was...
Hold on, was that little puppy not around? Because sometimes you can call that, it's got a little bit wrapped round it.
Listen.
Or just use the puppy itself.
There's 50 million people around the world going to hear my voice in 30 minutes.
Exactly.
And
where's Steve? He's not locked in the toilet again, is he?
Exactly.
This Thursday at the Grosvenor House Hotel.
Yeah.
Everyone in Radio's Anyone has entered their show in different categories saying, they get it down to,
winners this year included the brilliant Dominic Mohan, former showbiz editor of The Sun.
Lots of people won. Lots of people won. Lots of people won gold. Lots of people won silver. Lots of people won bronze. We didn't get a sausage.
Nothing.
This show was deemed not worthy of anything. I mean, not a look in. The panel looked at it and said, well, no, definitely not.
Radio.
Didn't get a vote. See, that annoys me on so many levels. Let me tell you. One, right? I've never complained about losing an award. Okay, ever. Yeah, mainly in TV. I know we've won a lot, but we've been beaten by Peter Kay. Good luck to him. He's brilliant. Beaten by Phoenix Nights, the sitcom. A lot of people like that more than The Office, vice versa. Right? No qualms. But the shoddy shite that I heard that night beating us, I was furious. I don't understand. There's people regional. It sounds like hospital radio, right? I shouldn't even be on XFM. I thought, it's beneath me.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, give them a hand, right? Let's show them. And I want to know who the panel was as well. I do not believe it. How can they I was looking back over some of the shows, right, before I go to Carl, and I've just done a little excerpt of, a trailer of what we do, what we're about, and I don't know how the panel could overlook this. Play a bit, Carl, please. Shaking her muff, minge and tits around does not make her a hoe, then what does?
These kids at school with big heads.
Carl, what are you talking about?
Shut! Oh, my name is Holy Fuck.
Right, it's this monkey that was on a train station.
Right.
What if you mean cock to mean penis?
It was my Down syndrome son.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
So we've still got monkey news coming up.
You're an idiot! You know what I mean?
That's, to me, quality broadcasting.
I don't know how they can say that isn't worthy.
That's what we sent in to the Sony people. They listened to that. How they didn't think that was dynamite stuff. It doesn't make sense. Actually, I've been thinking about this since Thursday, because I've been a little bit down in the dumps.
Yeah.
What I think it is that with the TV show, the TV stuff we've done, Rick, we put a lot of work into that.
Yeah.
We get the script, we got the script, we spend a lot of time on it. What this show is about, it's very much about spontaneity, it's about our personalities, and I don't think we're ever going to win an award for our personalities. I think that's where we're going wrong.
Do you know what I think? I think that when we're together, we're the auteurs of The Office, and, and we're strong on it, and we're just two, we write it, we direct it, we cast it, we even worry about the font and stuff on the, we do everything. There's a weak link in our midst, I think.
On the radio show?
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm just trying to think what the common factor is, because on the award-winning TV show, it's Bliss, you and I.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what, can we play a record and let me think about this, because there must be something.
There's got to be a factor.
That isn't in The Office that's in this, that means that The Office is award-winning, and this is a pile of shite.
It's interesting. I mean, I don't think our number one fan, Dickie Anderson, Richard Anders, was on the panel, although he here has emailed in. He's got a couple of thoughts as to maybe why we...
What is Dickers doing, man?
Dickers says, commiserations on not winning a Sony. I can't believe you didn't win, naturally. I mean, apart from your show's obvious lack of quality and effort, having a monkey for a producer, offering the biggest load of tat as competition prizes, saying hairy Chinese kid 48 times every show, Rockbusters, not bothering to turn up for weeks on end, only having 3 listeners, introducing the comedy characters Camp David, Harry Fook, which I think he spelt wrong there, Stephen Merchant. I'm not a character. Apart from insulting every race, religion and sexual orientation, bickering like schoolgirls...
We haven't done everyone yet. We have not insulted everyone yet. There's loads to go.
Despite the fact you generally bring misery into the lives of anyone who listens, I thought you were surefire winners. Better luck next year.
Well...
I mean, a couple of constructive, criticisms there, but generally, I still can't nail it.
Was he on the panel?
Well, I don't think so. Well, he's a fan, so...
Yeah. Well, no, he's clearly a fan. I mean, he obviously loves the show. He has hit the nail on the head.
Oh.
Which,
Yeah.
But what should we do? Should we give up or should we try harder? That's always my dilemma in life.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I've always gone for the first one.
Give up.
Yeah. Why bother?
Yeah.
If they can't see, just give us the award, and then worry about it later, and we won't let them down.
Yeah.
Now they've got blood on their hands. We're gonna.
Yeah.
What should we do? To give a couple of months notice?
I think so.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I mean, seriously. I mean, I think.
I'm being serious. I'm not being wacky now. We haven't told Andrew, but
I think we've won our course with this show.
Yeah. So let's. Okay, we'll give it a month, and it's because the Sonys didn't give us anything. Play a record.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got to do a bit longer than that.
No, we haven't. Got to give a month's notice.
No, you got to work till about September if you're gonna.
No, we haven't. No, we give a month's notice. We, whatever they give the money back, something.
Well, you give your money back.
Yeah, I know. What are you going to spend your 80 quid on?
True.
Fine.
Still trying to write the book then? Yeah?
Yes.
Good. Funny, someone told me the other day, weird thing about a typewriter, the top row of letters, the longest word you can write is typewriter. I'll just show you. That's weird, isn't it? It's just the typewriter being. You're not in the mood, are you? You're in one of those grouchy moods again, like you get into when you're writing.
I'm not being grouchy. I just want to finish my work.
Yeah, just being a bit funny, a bit offhand and that.
Let me explain something to you.
Go on.
Whenever you come in here and interrupt me, you're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me. And it will then take me time to get back to where I was. Understand?
Yeah, but I just was coming in to try and cheer you up. If you... I mean, I'm full of ideas as well. If you're having a problem coming up with stuff, got loads of ideas you could write about. The other day I read about this airy Chinese kid.
What do you want me to do about it?
No, it's just that it could make a good book. Do you know what I mean? Sort of following round.
That's swell.
Well, I'd buy it. But if you don't want to know, don't bother doing it. But do you know what I mean? Just airy Chinese kid. It's weird because they're not normally that airy over there. Yeah, this kid caked in it. But if you don't care,
I wouldn't touch one hair on his goddamn little head.
You won't have to touch any hair on his head. Like I say, he's covered. Leave the head alone if you want. Touch his hands. He's totally covered in it. But
I love the little son of a bitch.
Well, don't go that far. You haven't met him, but I can sort it out.
I'd do anything for him.
I don't think you'd expect that much. Just take him to the barbers 3 or 4 times a week. He's a good little kid. In fact, I'll do it. I think I'll write a book on him. Yeah?
How do you think you can handle that?
Yeah.
You're not too busy, are you?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty busy. I've got to sort out some monkey facts for the show this Saturday, but I reckon I can still...
Why don't you start right now and get out of here?
All right. I will. If you're going to be like that. Couldn't borrow a pen, could I? See you later.
There you go. Haunting stuff there. Karl Pilkington in The Shining.
In the film, Jack Nicholson goes crazy because the suggestion is he's maybe possessed by demons that maybe are in the hotel. But, if I was stranded in a desolate hotel, removed from all human contact with Karl, I'd go mental with an axe without being possessed by demons. That's more chilling to me, trying to get some work done and you keep wandering in.
I'm trying to get Karl to spend a couple of days in the caravan with me, just for the head of it. And he won't. I've offered him money, won't I? I think it'd be a great laugh, wouldn't it, Karl?
Oh, yeah, great.
That would be terrifying.
No, I want to film it. I just want to film it. Like a little video diary. There's Karl there, he's just waking up.
Well, if I was stranded in that would be like being... I may as well be with Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. That's more scary.
The thing is, Ricky doesn't mess you about as much as he messes me about.
No, you see, you've given him an inch. You've given him an inch and he's taken a yard. 12:30
you got in today. In 30 minutes between 12:30 and 1. The old bin lid on the head, if you wanted to do that again.
Yep.
Squeezing my head, think he had a go at. And karate chop on the back of the neck.
Yeah.
All in 30 minutes. Yeah. Who else can say that?
Hello, is there a fire? Oh, hello. Did he have a moustache, the fireman?
Oh.
Yeah, do the jingle. We've come up with a new one, haven't we?
The freak, say chic.
Cheeky freak of the week.
Right, well, couple of bits. I don't know which one to use as the main feature for this week.
It's not good, is it?
Well, there's been another one born.
What?
Little kid.
You on?
4 eyes.
Insult. Just a guy who wears glasses. Come on.
4 eyes, 2 noses, 2 mouths. That's weird, isn't it?
This bloke, did he also have 2 heads, 2 bodies? Sort of born sort of slightly separately?
He wasn't stood next to a mirror.
No, it's weird, that, isn't it?
That's all you've got.
I love that. That's weird. That. Imagine the doctor said that. Well, Mrs. Parks, kid's got 4 eyes and 2 noses. Weird, isn't it? Any clues? Any clues?
So that's it. That's all the information.
Well, I'll tell you what, that shouldn't be the main one. Okay, I've answered
it. But like I say, what's the idea of this feature? What do I say all the time?
Dunno.
I always say, think about it. Think about what that would be like.
Okay.
What? Giving birth to him?
No. Being, I think it's a girl. Being like her. 2 mouths. 4 eyes. What would that be like? Mad, innit?
I don't know what this feature is.
I don't know. Where did you go on holiday?
Sardinia.
Good?
Yeah, it's alright, yeah. Nice food and that. It's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
And nice beaches and what have you.
Excellent.
Always like a nice long beach to walk down.
Yeah.
But, so we're having a nice walk, right? You know how, nudists do me head in?
Sure.
Right.
Not a problem though, is it? It's not like being scared of spiders where they might jump out under the kitchen sink at you. You know what I mean? It's not a big problem having your head done in by nudists.
Yeah, but it just annoys me. It sort of ruins the day a little bit. Because it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Right. Take your clothes off if you feel uncomfortable. It's much more relaxing.
Yeah, but... Well, anyway, right, so I'm walking along the beach, right? Lovely long beach, what have you know, watching the sea, picking up shells and that.
And what are you wearing? What's your natural beach club?
When he says picking up shells, I imagine he's on all fours going, yeah, like that, you know what I mean, looking at things. Just like washing his nuts in the sea to get them tasty.
Yeah, going into the sea and then kind of shaking himself and all the water flows off.
Yeah.
I've just got, flip-flops on, pair of shorts, and like a little light shirt.
Sure.
Mm. So anyway, walking along, and Suzanne goes, "Oh look," right? And there's this woman, German, I think, coming out of the...
How can you tell she was German? Underarm hair?
I'll get to it. Forget the underarm hair. She came out, it looked like she was smuggling seaweed.
I'm gonna burst! I'm going to burst! Oh, God!
And the funny thing is, right, she...
Smuggling seaweed! Oh, God! She was a bit hairy down there, was she?
Mental. I felt bad because I hadn't had a shave for 2 days, right? Looked at her, it was ridiculous. She might as well have kept her trunks on. It was just like she was wearing furry trunks, right? So anyway, so I'm walking along. So...
Yeah, go on then.
So Suzanne's like, "Oh, look," and I'm like, "Oh, not again," because every time we go away, there always seems to be one of these.
Is she by herself, this woman?
Well, the weird thing was, she was with her husband, right,
Yeah.
but he had shorts on, he was happy, right, but every time, because I walked past her, and he sort of ran off, because he's embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing normal about it. What can he do? He can't go, "All right, mate," because he knows it's odd, right?
How old was he? Sorry, how old was she?
It's hard to tell when someone hasn't got clothes on.
Sure.
You know what I mean? They always look older, don't they, when they haven't got clothes on anyway. But I'd say she was about 40, 41.
Okay, right.
So I walked past, and the annoying thing is, she got there on a bike, right? No clothes on, little pair of boots next to the bike. So if you can wear boots, just pop some shorts on. You know what I mean? That takes more effort for me, putting boots on. So put the shorts on, right? So anyway, so the husband kept running off, I walked past, and I'm getting annoyed because I'm saying, well, we've got to walk past them again on the way back.
I like the fact that they're scuttling away when Carl walks past. Like when you lift up a bit of sort of iron sheeting in the woods and loads of mice run away. Yeah. It's like whenever Carl goes, that nudists run away.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
So we sort of come walking back and what have you, and you know, I have another look and what have you, and he runs off again.
Why are you another look if it offends you so much?
Oh, you might as well just have a look. You know what I mean? It's just putting it on show and what have you. But the interesting thing was, I just wondered whether the husband...
If the husband were in nude, you'd looked at his tackle. Because remember, when you went to see those two strippers and it was a woman and man, and they whipped their shorts off, you said you looked at his tackle first.
I think any bloke would.
Well...
You would. You just check it out. It's natural, isn't it? You just go, oh, right. So it is normal or whatever. Because you don't know if... do you know what I mean? You don't know if what you've got's right until you see someone else's. No, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, so, but he got us talking, because I was, then, as soon as I saw her, sort of, day's been ruined a bit, so I'm walking up the beach.
It's been ruined!
Walking up the beach with Suzanne going, how does it happen? Do you know what I mean? Why do people do this? What fun are they getting out of it and what have you? And, I just was thinking, is there any chance that fella, right, didn't even know that she was a nudist until they went away? Do you know what I mean? Because I said to Suzanne, say if I met Suzanne, it's like we're getting on, yeah, everything's fine. Yeah. And then you go off on holiday and you go, you haven't got much luggage. And she's like, no, it's fine, this is plenty, and I'm thinking that's weird. And then we go down the beach and she whips her knickers off. I'd be annoyed, but there's nothing I could do. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I'm just wondering whether that's what happened to this fella. Every time someone came walking up, he was like, oh, God, this is embarrassing. And he kept nipping off.
Yeah.
The darkness growing on me on XFM 104.9. Oh, it's all going well already, isn't it? The microphones fell apart. Carl's shouting because he got headphones on.
His music's turned up too loud.
Canfield level. God, it got pre-out. Look at him giggling. Look at him. Look at him laughing. That's so funny because I got a letter here from who was it from? Mike Heel, who sent me a little picture of a little Japanese fella from a film who said looks like me, and he does a little bit. But he says, please can you make Carl laugh? I've never heard him utter as much as a snigger, and I'm worried he may have a genetic disorder. Well, I mean, he has got a genetic disorder, obviously, but he was giggling then. I hope people heard you then. Look at his little face.
It was a joy.
Oh, I love the things that make him happy.
But I love the fact just before the microphone came up there and just before the record finished, he had his headphones on, the music was too loud and he was just shouting, Bauhaus, it's not working! Bauhaus, it's not working! Play something else!
I went and found Ziggy Stardust by Bauhaus and he said, why isn't it working? Look at him giggling, look, he's lost it! Is he going away? Are you on drugs, Carl? What have you done? He's tickled, look at his little, he looks like one of those shaved monkeys. Look at his little, oh my God, I've never seen a forehead glow.
I know, it's extraordinary.
Oh.
And he's got that red shirt on as well, so the whole of him is just a big glowing...
Carl, what are you trying? What are you putting in?
I'm going to see if I can get this to work.
Go on then.
Hang on.
Brilliant radio. I hope Dr. Fox is listening, because I think he's eating his words right now, Steve.
Right, I think I've done it.
Well done. That's excellent.
Right, what
let's play Bauhaus now, and let's try and compose ourselves. This is Ziggy Stardust by Bauhaus. It worked. That worked, didn't it? See, panic over. Calm now. You're on holiday soon, aren't you?
Yeah.
You got to go off early.
Well, about.
How many holidays have you had? Because I only ever have time off when I'm working, like doing another job, like, you know, filming or something. But you seem to have a lot of holidays, just like, and you were sick as well. You was just like, because you had wet trousers, which is a little bit. Do you not care about the job? I mean, I've got to ask because, you know what I mean? If I was in charge, I'd worry about your motivation or, because yesterday we were trying to work out what you enjoyed doing, and we got to Manchester United and moaning, and that is the two we came up with.
I don't know where you get the moaning thing
You're
from.
always whinging.
About what?
Everything.
When did I last have a moan?
Just before we came on air.
Right, and why was that?
I don't know, I can't remember. Because we were in good mood. We were in a good mood, me and Rick.
I'll tell you why.
Go on.
Because you brought a song in at 10 to 1.
Yeah.
With a load of effing and jeffing in it.
Yeah.
And saying, can you edit this?
Yeah. Yeah. But that's your job.
You could have brought it in yesterday.
No, I couldn't.
Why not?
I hadn't thought of it. But why are you whinging? That's your job. And I didn't come in 10 minutes before. It was a good 20 minutes before. It just took you ages because you were whinging and moaning to even get started.
I'm not being dragged into this.
You are always...
I'm on my holiday now.
Well, not yet. No, you're not on yet. You're still working.
Well, that's what's funny. This isn't even work, right? And yet it should be. Compared to what I do in the week, this is a doddle.
Well, it's because you're not putting any effort in, clearly. Where are you going anyway? Where are you heading?
Farmall.
Yeah? What's happening down there?
Well, there's a monkey world.
You're excited about that?
We're going to see that. Probably go twice to that.
Yeah.
Whilst I'm down there.
How long are you in for? The whole week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
this is with your parents, isn't it?
Yeah. Taking them out.
Your father, what do you think your father will be up to? What's he going to be nicking on this holiday?
Well,
Tin. There's a lot of tin in Cornwall. Since they've shut the mines.
He's just called Suzanne, said they've got there, said it's a nice little place.
Mm-hmm. There'll be no towels when you get there.
So what are you do? What are you to do? Just gonna chill out and sort of like go to the pub and stuff?
Yeah, like I say, I mean, all I've got planned is probably probably Tuesday and Thursday at Monkey World.
What about Wednesday? What are you thinking of Wednesday? Just wandering around?
Just sort of think about, you know...
King Arthur and that. Where he was down there, wasn't he?
I don't know, but I'll tell you something.
Where are you going? What town?
I don't know. I don't know where it is. Suzanne sorted it out.
Yeah, she sorted it out. I heard you on the phone to her saying, well, pack 2 pairs. Poor woman. She's packing your bags for you.
Yeah.
Guess what? I lost 400 quid cash this week.
Gambling?
No, that's tragic. This is why it gutted me.
It wasn't even on your gambling addiction.
No, I had a photo shoot, I had a suit, and I'd claimed back some expenses, and I'd had it in my pocket. And then when I took the suit home, it must have fallen out in the street or the cab. And I remembered it, and I went every pocket twice. And it was just the fact, I don't think about, oh God, that's terrible, that's a terrible blow. I think, oh God, if I had it back now, it would be free money.
Yeah.
If I suddenly found it now, I'd have £400 that was just free money. And I had a little nap to get over it, and I was...
And you were fine.
I was okay. But that was good. Someone just found, what a gift that is.
Oh.
Just, I mean, untraceable.
Was it in a money clip? Was it rolled in a money clip?
No, it was just literally 400 quid in an envelope.
Oh,
and
that's
so
a
that,
treat.
I know, see, I'd always hand it in. I genuinely would. Unless I found it in the middle of a forest or something. If it was in a street. Do you know what I mean? No,
because a bear dropped it.
Yeah. But I mean, if I found it in a pub or a cab, I'd just hand it to anyone who was
rushing through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I'd hand it in. But there's no way. If they found it in the street, there's no way they could do it. You know, it goes to the police station and it sits there for 6 months. But
yeah, exactly. Well, it's not a waste of time. Pocket it. But because when I was younger, I remember being outside the post office once when I was about 10 or 12 and finding a purse. And thinking, oh, that's nice. And opening it up, there was some money in there, and a pension book, and so it was obviously an old lady. I found an address, I sent it to her, and my mum said, you know, you've been so good there, you'll probably get a little reward. She'll probably send you a little reward. Nothing. I got maybe a thank you note, but no cash, no moolah, nothing.
Really? And
I was livid, because I'd been told that I was going to get a reward. I thought I've been a good Samaritan, nothing. So, many moons later, when I was at university, I learnt from that, and this is the most bizarre thing.
This explains a lot, doesn't it, Carl?
This is like the Mary Celeste. I went to a cash point to I thought, I can't get the card in here. And I realised there was already somebody's card in the machine. They put the code in, but then they just disappeared. They'd been kidnapped or something. So it was just there, waiting, sitting. It said, what do you want to do? And it gave you a number of options. I thought, interesting.
Steal or go to heaven?
Yeah, exactly.
You went, oh dear.
Yeah. Well, I pressed balance. Just to check what their bank balance was.
Unbelievable.
It was a considerable sum of money. I'm not going to lie to you. It was not typical student debt. It was like, I think they were a foreign student. There was a lot of cash in there. A lot of money.
Did you feel a slight bulge in your trousers when you saw the amount of money?
I couldn't believe my luck. I thought to myself, now then, I could just take that card out and hand it in, or I could teach them a small lesson.
Right.
And maybe give myself a reward, because last time I did that, I didn't get a reward. So if I give myself £30, then I'll take the card out.
30?
Give myself 30.
Yeah. You didn't really?
Well, I thought that's a good reward. And I went in, I handed the card in, I took that.
Steve,
and that's a little reward for me. And I'll tell you this, don't think it's evil, because I went in and I bought everyone a drink.
Well, brilliant.
Yeah, I didn't tell them I got the money free.
Well done. Excellent. So probably gangsters are quite generous with the money they've stolen from other people.
Yes, but someone's negligence, Rick, has lent... Well, the thing is this,
Steve, right? I believe it, except they're buying people a drink, Carl. What do you think?
Well, I kind of thought that when he said it, but then I thought, but they'll be buying him back.
So he's still...
So in a way, he's still a winner.
Yeah. Everyone's a winner. in that situation, including the student, because frankly, if there had been a less scrupulous person who found it, they'd have probably helped themselves to a considerable sum.
I cannot believe he did that.
There was thousands and thousands of pounds in there.
What if Beadle had jumped out and slapped you with his little claw and said, we've been filming this, merchant?
Well, so what?
How old were you then?
I don't know, 19, 20?
Would you do it again, or was it just to get the world back for the old lady's purse?
Possibly do it again, yeah.
You're joking!
Well, you've got to think of it this way. You've got to think of it as there was a lot of money in there, and someone less scrupulous than me would have taken a fortune. They'd have cleaned them out. Whereas I just took a small reward, which I thought was more than enough for someone's negligence. And I've returned the car. They've got the car back. Everything's fine. Think of someone else. I could have gone on a spending spree. I could have been buying stuff, all sorts.
Yeah, but it wasn't yours at all.
Yes, but they probably would have given me a reward. And because, you know, sometimes people forget or, you know, they don't give you a reward, I thought I should take it myself.
You had to go at your dad for nicking a loaf of bread out of a phone box.
Yeah, but that's because it's for old people, geriatrics and stuff.
How do you know how old was your people who you were robbing from?
It was on a student campus.
Well.
Wow.
I think it was I thought it was excellent behaviour. I thought it was
that's
good, honourable behaviour.
That's showing another side to him, isn't it? Talking of money, Steve, look at this, right? It's in the paper. A wife has had her beauty insured for £100,000 in case she grows ugly and her husband walks out. Nicole Jones, 26, of Chipping Sodbury, Gloucestershire, says £200 a year, pays £200 a year for a policy. She arranged it as a present for her husband Richard. Her beauty will be judged by a panel of builders. So,
have they been selected beforehand, do you think? Do the insurance company know who they are? I assume they're complete strangers.
So suppose, like, in 30 years' time, he looks at her and goes, oh, you've lost your looks. She goes, well, have I?
Yeah.
He goes, well, yeah. Well, have I? They're calling the panel. Somebody's going, yeah. All right, get him out for that. Well, never mind that. It's yeah, she's lost it. Right, 100 grand. Well, 100 grand coming your way.
They stand on some scaffolding.
Yeah.
She walks by.
Yeah.
And if they will whistle.
That is amazing.
Do you think they'd give her a quote first?
Yeah, what if they say, actually, love, you've got nothing to lose. You're not oil painting anyway.
Yeah, we can't come round and judge your beauty for at least 2 weeks.
I mean, that is just open to abuse, isn't it? £100,000. Because I remember, in Japan, they're mad on golf, right? And if you get a hole in one, you buy everyone, you throw a party. And it was costing them like thousands and thousands of pounds. So they were insuring themselves against getting a hole in one. And so miraculously, everyone was going, I got a hole in one. Did he? Yep.
Yeah.
Paying out insurance. I mean, they could be in that together, couldn't they? They're not. I'm sure they're not. They're probably more honest than you two that would take 20 quid out of a cash point. But, you know.
No, 30.
30. Yeah, 30. I like the wording, though. A wife.
Yeah, a wife. The word wife.
The word wife.
I don't know why I just find it's just an odd word. This is my wife.
Hello, the wife.
Yeah, the wife.
My wife.
It just seems a word that you have to say if you're 60. You can go,
I know.
Have you met the wife?
And even then, ironically, unless you don't know exactly, are you married? Yeah, my wife is from, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense, but it's the wife.
People go, oh, better get back, I'm meeting the wife for dinner. Exactly. Especially when you know them.
I remember bumping into a friend of mine, somewhere at a party, a couple that I knew, and I'd known both of them before they got married. In fact, I'd known her, I think, longer. And I said, where's so-and-so? And he went, the wife will be along in a minute. And it's just this notion that, use her name.
I know she is.
I know her name.
The wife.
I used to call her by that, the wife.
It's like someone going, I'm married. You know I'm married.
It's like showing
in the eyes of God, we are wed.
Exactly.
Yes, that makes me more of an adult than you.
It's the ownership. Yeah, it's like going, I'm a real man. I've got a wife, and here she is. She's my wife.
I find there's the words that I find hard to say. In a shop, I could never ask for wet ones. Do you know what I mean? If I have to go and ask for wet ones, I won't bother. Or toilet duck. Another one I have a problem with, I never say, Snickers.
Why?
Dunno. I think it's I grew up with Marathon.
Yeah. See, this is so pathetic, I still get embarrassed buying, toilet paper.
Really?
We know if you go into like your 24-hour shop just around the corner, not a supermarket, big shop, but if you just go in there and you're just maybe buying some milk.
Yeah.
A chocolate bar. Because it's like they know what you're up to.
No,
but they know you're going to use it to, when you're going to the lavatory at some point. It's too intimate.
But exactly, you just go, I know what you're thinking, I'll be using this after masturbation. Thus saving all embarrassment. So this little Harry the Boneless, what was your point? Was that really your point? You wondered if you could live without bones?
Yeah, I saw the little fella on this programme, and
The presenter?
Yeah, and he was a small fella, and he was talking about Harry the Boneless, and I thought, you know, that's interesting little bit of science stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's about it on him, really.
All right, well, that's just another bonus cheeky freak of the week, isn't it?
That's not even the freak of the week either.
No.
That's still to come.
So you've had a pregnant Siamese twin.
It's been mad in
You've
the
had a
freak
boneless fella and another fella talking about him. They're not even involved in freak of the week.
No.
This is getting mad. Play a record.
Let's play a record. Let's have cheeky freak of the week afterwards, shall we?
Yeah.
Current single from Nick Cave.
Can we do monkey news first?
I'd rather have a cheeky freak of the week. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, He Wants You.
Brilliant.
XFM.
Yeah. So, Carl, off you go.
Well, we're not going to do freak of the week here.
Okay.
Right? Because we've done quite a bit of that in the last 20 minutes.
We've
right? So
OD'd
we'll move
on
that.
freaks, you think?
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll just shift it a little bit.
Okay.
And I don't, like I keep saying, don't want people to be thinking we're sort of taking the mick out of anyone.
No.
Right? Because we're not about that. I feel like I can do a little bit of it because I work with you, Steve.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
It gives me that right.
It's like a care worker. Yeah, I understand.
Well, it's like that thing of you can't be homophobic because I've got a couple of gay mates and stuff.
Sure.
I think sort of gives me that edge.
Yeah.
Right?
So you're not freakophobic because you work with Steve?
No, that's right, yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
Well, by that token, I should be able to sort of slag off, the mentally ill. Or at least mentally handicapped.
Now, there's a term you don't hear very often. In 2003, there was the
mentally handicapped. Isn't that what it was?
I don't know where to start.
But
I'd like to apologise for the Lady Diana stuff, the term mentally handicapped, and any inadvertent racism that we may have stumbled over.
What's the actual term then? Is it retarded?
Right,
come on now.
Oh, chimpanzee that!
Monkey news, earlier than usual.
I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant and little Karl Pilkington. Getting excited because it's this special time of the week where he gets to talk about a cheeky freak of the week.
Well, just get Rockbusters out of the way, right? Because I've got to put these prizes in the post bag now, so I'm shooting off.
Yeah, because you've got to go early. So I don't know how you do your job. You went to Manchester, you went to Madeira, you had a day off because your trousers were wet and you had a cold, and now you're shooting down to Cornwall, you're leaving early. How do you get your work done? And you've got one job. Me and Steve have got loads of things to do.
I'm fast at me work. Like I said, the prize is ready and packed up. Here. No one's being affected by me shooting off early. Right?
Okay.
So, Rockbusters answers, got to get them out of the way a bit earlier. Right? So, here they are. First one. He's got American coins all the way down his spine.
Yeah.
Why would that be? Right? Initial was N. Nickelback.
I got all these. I got all these this week.
Right. Second one, Jeremy Beadle has got arthritis. What's going on there?
Stiff little fingers.
SLF, stiff little fingers.
Yeah.
And the third one, Foxy Shipman and
No, and a country and western singer, you said. Now, what's the initial?
SD.
Yeah, so Spin Doctors. Yeah, I got that. And then I said to you, why is it a country and western singer? And you said Dr. Hook. Why is it Dr. Hook? Why does that give anyone the clue Dr. Hook? A country and western singer.
It's just what was in my mind.
Well, there we are.
There you go. So we'll change this to Rockbusters, or What Am I Thinking? You could have had Dre.
What's in my mind? You could have had And the Medics. All right? Yeah. Just think it through.
Who's the winner?
The winner, very lucky, Sandra Cassidy of Leon C. She gets all those great prizes. You know, we've actually had people emailing in saying, this is the worst Rockbusters ever, because it was too easy, it was boring.
Oh.
This is just, don't shoot the messenger.
Oh, dear.
Other people saying, it really has run its course. Some people genuinely agree.
Oh, Carl, this must hurt, mate.
Stinging attacks on you. Some people just slagging you off generally, saying that you whinge all the time.
It looks like Steve was right when he, sort of like poo-poos your ideas.
So.
When he, When he wheezed on your bonfire.
Someone else, I swear to God, someone else emailed in and said, don't bother sending me the prizes, take them to a charity shop, or pawn them, give me the money, I'd rather have it. So I don't know what to say, Carl. I just wonder if it really has run its course now.
All right, well, we'll see what you come up with next week, then. Let's see what you do. Let's see what you come in with.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
At 5 to 1. I'm guessing you'll be popping in with another hip-hop track. Full of effing and jeffing.
Well, I won't bring it into you, I'll do it myself at home. Because obviously that makes it easier. Obviously you can't cope.
Oh, dear.
Are you actually going to be here next week, or are you still going to be in Cornwall?
No, you see, there again, I'll be back in time.
Oh.
And in the week, when I go to, Cornwall, to see the Monkey World.
Yeah, you're 2 days past the Monkey World.
That still work.
Yeah.
That still work? What?
You're going to interview some of the monkeys?
I love that. I love that. You were going, could a monkey live without bones? And so I'm going, Carl, please, just look at the monkeys and eat your ice cream. And that's work, is it?
Right.
Right, are we having Cheeky Freak of the Week?
Do you want to do it?
What time have you got to shoot off?
Could do with shooting off sort of soonish.
Okay.
To be honest.
This is not radio. Have you ever heard that on a radio show? Chris Tarrant going, I can't shoot off right now. I couldn't get a later train.
I know! Why did you get a later train? There isn't a later train. So I couldn't get to Cornwall tonight if I had to. If I had to finish this show, I couldn't possibly get to Cornwall.
Rubbish. Of course there's a later train.
Oh, I've booked it now anyway.
Right, well that's the point, isn't it? Yeah. You're not thought
whatever. I don't think the show's lost anything. I think we've still had the, Freak of the Week's coming up now.
Oh, cheeky Freak of the Week.
Right, well, we've had some interesting things we've been looking at. This week, it's about the strangest couple that ever got married.
and we've had 2 sets of chimps, so it's stranger than that. Oh, it's not Dale Winton and Nell McAndrew, is it?
It's not your parents, is it?
Well, we're going back again to I think this is about 19...
something like that.
1940.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Strangest couple, a fella, right? He had the skin of a lizard.
He had the skin of a lizard, okay.
And the woman who he
married... Which he used as a condom.
The woman who he married.
Yeah.
Airiest woman ever.
Right.
And that was their act. They used to tour the world, and they'd say, it's like, a couple who've met, they're having a great life. Let's get them out on stage, here they are. And they'd
what do you mean he had the skin of a lizard, first of all?
That's what he said. He had some sort of, some illness.
So he was called Lizard Man, and you like that because it was good description.
I thought that's good.
I'm here. Hello, dude, we've booked a table for 2. Who are you meeting? I'm meeting Lizard Man. Oh, he's over there.
Yeah.
You know he is, right?
Yeah.
I'm meeting the hairiest woman in the world. She's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did they do for their act?
Now, bear in mind that we had some Siamese twins last week, and their act was having a bath.
Yeah.
So I hope it's an improvement on that.
What did Lizard Man? He came out and ate some flies, did he?
I don't really know. I just think they stood there on that.
Yeah, when you read this and it goes the most interesting fact ever, Lizard Man, and you go, that's enough. That's enough. I can extrapolate from that.
Well, straight away I start thinking. I'm thinking, right. I wonder if they got the wedding photos. Right? And then, like he said, that they had a kid.
Oh, what would that be like?
Exactly.
It'd be like an ostrich, wouldn't it? It would sort of like.
That's what I was thinking.
What did you think it would come out like, the baby?
I didn't think what that looked like. I just was thinking, parents' evening. Do you know what I mean?
You wouldn't want them coming up to the school, would you?
So little Johnny, who starts off relatively normal, he's quite good at, he's good at nature, isn't he? And his mum and dad come into the room and they'd be looking round, wouldn't they?
Well, it's always like that thing at school when, like, you find out your mate's mum and dad are really old.
Right,
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
When you go, your gran and granddad bought you?
Yeah.
Mum and dad.
Yeah.
And you go, oh.
It is weird.
What's that we're talking about? He calls him mum. What was that? Oh, sorry.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's always strange. If you had Godzilla and King Kong as your parents, and it was,
they're always fighting.
They're always fighting, and like you say, if you're in a school play or something, you wouldn't tell them, would you? You wouldn't want them coming out with a video camera.
He didn't tell his parents he was in the...
Well, exactly.
You did Little Donkey, you didn't tell your dad, did you? And he came along and videoed it.
Yeah.
Was
kept it quiet, don't want them to know anything.
But you didn't, what was it was meant to be playing? You had a little drum, didn't you?
Yeah, I was doing, I had a little drum. I think I was meant to be playing We Three Kings.
Yeah.
But, we started doing Little Donkey and I thought I can add a touch to this.
Sure, you improvise.
Started playing along.
It was like the first remix, wasn't it?
It went down well.
Kings of Leon on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Steve,
yes.
I want to talk to you. I think it was, might have been Wednesday night. I was in the pub. Phone goes. And Karl goes, "You watching that thing about parasites?"
Right.
I went, "No, I'm out." He went, "Oh, fella with a maggot in his head."
Fella with a maggot in his head?
Yeah. And they go, "Oh, no, he's pulling it out now." Oh, God. I said, "Well, I'll get it. I said, "Yeah, see you later." About 5 minutes later, I get a message on my phone. Beep, beep. I look at it. It just says, "Oh, no, there's a fella with his fish up his cock now."
There's a fella with a fish up his cock?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Do you want to explain that, Karl? Is it one of those little ones that swim up if you're having a slash in the Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it? But it was still, like, stuff like that. It started off with,
What does the fish do when it gets in there?
just sits there.
Why?
Well, what else can it do?
No, but why does it go up there?
Don't know, I didn't listen to that bit. There's a bit, he started off with a fella who had a bit of meat and got a tapeworm inside him.
Yeah.
And he grew it for however long, and then it came out at the end, it was about 7 foot long.
On purpose?
Yeah, he did it on purpose, yeah, for the programme, right?
I think, yeah. Probably slimming, isn't it?
Well, I was thinking that, could, you know, I mean, you're a fan of Waller, could he purposely have about 8 of them?
What, Rick Waller?
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Because they were saying how they eat, you know, a lot of stuff when they're in you. They just eat all
Well,
of it.
they take enough so you don't die, and nor do they, yeah. But, I mean, you've got to keep taking them out, haven't you? Because you'll still have the same weight, because it's got to go somewhere. So you'll have them in you. What you got to do is, like, let them eat your meal and then take them out.
Do you think worm watchers will catch on?
Yeah.
So anyway, so that happened, right? And then, yeah, there was a woman with a maggot in her head.
A woman with a maggot in her head?
Yeah, she went on holiday, it got in there somehow. And,
Stowaway.
it just, oh, it was massive. And the thing is, she had a hole in her head, and she's there being interviewed with the doctor, like, and you can see it just sort of sticking its head out. Like, do you know when you see a cartoon with a maggot in an apple?
Yeah.
And it looks around like that?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just take it out there and then?
I think they could have done, but the doctor's messing about. It's like, well, it's good for the show, isn't it? And they left it in there.
Right, that's libelous.
Well,
that is libelous.
But I found it weird. Why not just grab it?
Because there must be a reason. There must be one of those medical reasons that you don't really know about, Karl.
Right. And another bit. This was the best one. Right?
Grab it.
Right. There's this fella, and he was on his bike, right,
yeah.
cycling to work or whatever, and he sort of sees this thing in the corner of his eye. Right?
Literally in the corner of his eye. Or you mean he saw?
He just said he saw
in
something.
his peripheral
He
vision.
saw
Okay,
something
yeah.
and thought, what's that?
Yeah.
So he thought, oh, doesn't matter, whatever. And he stops off at a cafe, right?
Yeah.
Get a little scone, a tea or whatever. And he goes in there and he's sat down, and the waiter comes over. He says, yeah, what do you want? He says, I'll have a scone and a tea. He goes, all right then. So he goes to get it, comes back. As he puts the tea and the scone down, his face is like, what is that? Right? Like a look of frightenedness on his face, right? Drops the tea and legs it. So the fella's going, what? So he legs it after the bloke and goes, what? And he says, oh, something came out of your nose. That was massive.
Sorry, something came out of the
Listen,
guy's
this is all true because people would have watched it, so don't start saying it
Sorry,
didn't
but hang on, I
happen.
just need to clarify. The guy on the bike...
I don't believe he ran away.
Wait a
I
minute.
don't believe he legged it. I don't believe he had a look of frightenedness on his face, and I don't believe he said something massive came out your nose.
Wait a minute.
And I don't even believe he had a cup of tea in the scone. These are the things that I think are embellished.
But who had something coming out of his nose? Was it the guy serving the scone?
The one who was on the bike who ordered the scone.
Yeah, but what was
came out
it?
of his nose.
Yeah, what was it? Came out of his nose.
Right. So he goes home and he thinks, I've got to sort this out because it's not good and that. So he
But
sat.
what? No, it was out of his nose. So you mean it poked out of his nose? It didn't come out.
It just said hello and then it...
It was like the maggot in the head.
Yeah,
he just
yeah,
popped,
it just-
popped his head out, had a look around and went back in.
Why
Like-
did the bloke drop the tea and run?
Well, it's weird, isn't it?
All right, so he goes home.
He goes home and he goes, oh, God, you know. So he sits in front of the mirror and he's sat there waiting. This thing comes out. Again, sort of looks round, goes back in again. So he goes, oh.
No scones.
Right.
No,
so he goes, I've got to sort this out. He goes to the doctors, says to the doctor, I've got something up my nose. It just keeps coming out and having a look round, going back in.
Didn't say that.
The doctor's like, oh, I haven't heard of that before. Right?
Didn't say that.
So sat there. It does it again. The doctor looks, you know, frightened again.
Runs away?
Yeah.
He's
got a look of frightenness on his face.
He had a look of medical frightenness. He dropped his stethoscope and legged it.
No, he said, I know what it was. So what? So you got a leech up your nose. He had a leech about that long.
What's radio?
Well, how long's that?
4 inches.
4 inches coming out of his nose. Next time it stuck its head out, he grabbed it, pulled it out. That's horrible, though, isn't it?
U2, the sweetest thing on XFM. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
So, we're with Carl in the week. So, what can we do this week? I was saying, well, don't do Rockbusters. That's dead in the water. I hope the listening public agree with me. He's going, well, you know, why don't I teach you stuff again? Remember what I taught you last week? I went, no, no idea. Were you joking? I went, no. And it was, he went, Ivan the Terrible goes like a fella's eyes.
Yeah.
He actually said Ivan the Terrible at the time.
Yeah.
So
I can't remember. This was a man who had built something for Ivan the Terrible, and then
but his idea of education is telling someone something that knows more about the subject than him, so they can correct him when he's telling them it. And so I said, well, I don't know. And he gets annoyed that me and you are dubious against monkeys who perform bank robberies. And he goes, but you believe in Newton. He doesn't know the difference. I was trying to explain the laws of the universe, right? It was going, what do we do? And so all I come up with, I thought somewhat interesting. You know when you tell a child maths, you say you've got 3 potatoes and you've got 4 potatoes. I have to do that with science to Carl. So I ended up saying, imagine you're in a shopping trolley with loads of house bricks. If you throw the house bricks out, you'll go the other way. He loved that.
Right.
He didn't you?
Mm. Because I didn't know that would happen. And it's sort of useful to know. It sort of explained a bit to me and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why I like doing stuff every week. I think listeners go away going, well, I didn't know that. Do you know what I mean? Carl told me something there.
They forget it instantly, just like we do. We're friends of yours and we forget it instantly.
No, the annoying thing with you is, Steve, not so much, Ricky, at least they'll listen now and again, you'll just dismiss stuff straight away. I told you loads of stuff yesterday, I taught you loads of stuff.
But Carl, what you consider education... hang on, what you consider education, I consider tittle-tattle.
Well,
it's not education. Do you know what I mean? You seem to think it's education. It's just kind of gossip, stories you've sort of half read.
Right, all right. Example of yesterday. Goldfish have longer memories than people think they do.
Yeah.
You said no, it's rubbish.
No, we didn't. We said, where'd you get that from? We said, oh, really?
From?
Yeah.
There's not enough information there for it to be educational. Because what you've said is
also
longer than
relative.
you think. I don't know.
Because that as a statement, it has no objectivity. Goldfish's memories are longer than some people think. That isn't a fact.
Exactly.
Because we don't know how long do people think a goldfish's memory is. Do you see what that isn't a fact? Whereas Newton's laws of physics and the universe are.
Right. Yeah, but it was just a little thing. And I taught you more than that. I said about there's loads of Chinese people, if you put them in a line, you can't get to the end of it.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
There's loads of Chinese people.
We know that, but what? If we put them in a line, we can't get to the end of it?
We just say there's about 1 billion Chinese people in the world.
But what really annoys me is, right, I read something on the internet the other day, because I'm always trying to learn stuff.
Yeah, no, you are. I know you are.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're having a go at me because you're saying, well, what does that mean? Yeah, there was a report on, I think it was on Anova or BBC News website. It said, the world may end in 32 million years. Right, first of all, it says may, it doesn't say it will. And 32 million, who's going to argue with that? And yet they're allowed to put that on a website. You're not having a go at them.
No, but Carl,
you didn't read on.
There's more information.
That wasn't meant to be a newsflash to worry people. That was like, oh, scientists have discovered that possibility. That was just like.
Yeah, but again, possibility.
No, but Carl,
but
there's the 8 other paragraphs that you haven't read. You see, that'll have to give explanations as to why they think that might happen. So therefore, it becomes a news item. It becomes educational. It's not just the headline, the bullet point. The headline's just supposed to draw you into the story so you read on. Yeah. That's not all the information.
But then I was trying to come up with things to excite you, and I realised that opening a can of worms. I was trying to come up with facts for him. He was going, give me facts. So I said, oh, okay, why can't an owl, why does an owl have to turn its sort of head 180 degrees? And I said, it's because the eyes are so large, it has to have a huge focal point for its sight, that they can't move within the skull, right? And he went, well, why'd they do that? Why didn't they just do it, give them normal eyes, and then after I've turned their head? I went, what do you mean? Why didn't they? He went, well, whoever did that. I went, well, it was evolution. It was, he went, it's like giraffes. I read that giraffes grew their necks to eat food. So they didn't grow their necks to get the food. The ones that had upshots lived longer and so got the food and passed on their... He went, yeah, but why didn't they just give them wings? I went, why didn't who just give them wings? He got angry and went, whoever gave them the necks! So his understanding of evolution made me fall on the floor.
Who do you imagine is they? Because you don't believe in God, do you? So who is it you imagine is they?
Well, whoever made us sorted us out.
Who?
I don't know, it just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
there's no will to evolution. It's natural selection, isn't it?
I still don't get it, though. We talked about an hour, didn't we?
I know.
Yeah, but to be fair, I watched as Ricky tried to give you actually what was quite a concise and educated version of evolution. He tried to explain it to you, and I have never seen a person lose interest quicker.
But I tried to use actual fact, then I tried to use metaphor and analogy, then I showed you some computer programs to show what biofeedback is and everything. I tried all these things, and Steve's right. You were looking out the window.
Have you ever spoken, Carl, to someone who's got Alzheimer's disease? And you try to explain who you are, and they're listening, and then that's what you're like. It's extraordinary. All right. Carl, just an email, a question for you. Can you please let me know which school Carl went to? What school do you go to?
Cessav.
What?
Cessav.
Cessav?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It was on Cecil Avenue.
Cecil Avenue, in Manchester?
Yeah.
It's just, he says, I'd like to know so that I don't send my kids to the same place. He also says, he says, P.S., does Carl look like Gollum in Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, in fact, I was just putting a little bald wig on you, wasn't I?
Like he needs one.
Yeah.
So, if you
just
want
some of the fun and games we have when the songs are on.
Yeah, did it hurt?
Just a little bit. The bit that worried me is when you said, let me just staple it.
Yeah, well, I was trying to get it under your chin because it looked funnier, and he was scared. Oh, I remember. Do you remember I did that thing with the tea towel? Have you told Steve about that?
I don't think I have. It's not something I'd shout about, to be honest.
Go on.
Went round his place, and he said, before you go, I must try something.
Because I couldn't get squeezing hard enough. I can't, because I'm not strong enough to hurt him anymore now, or am I?
I think I can take it a bit more than I could at the start.
Yeah, so I wanted to squeeze his head more. So what did I do?
So he said, just hang on, I've got a tea towel. He brought a tea towel in now. I need something sort of long and thin. What can I get? He's asking his girlfriend, where's that there? Comes in with a spatula, right? He puts the tea towel on my head and manages to sort of put the spatula in and turn it round so that the tea towel is tightening on my head.
Yeah.
Using little pressure, would you say, from you?
Yeah, just little. It's brilliant. It was like a tourniquet, and I just turned it a little bit, and he screamed almost straight away, didn't you?
It hurts. But why did you think that was good? When would you need to use that tool?
I knew. I did it on my other bald mate, Rob, who was over, and he screamed as well. Because he just put a tea towel round, like a little bandana, just stick the wooden spoon down the back, just turn it, and it's even half a turn, isn't it? And it really...
Hopefully children listening will be trying that on their friends.
No, they won't. Don't try that at home.
I've got another fact for you, Carl. It might be of interest to you. This is the final one. The ancient Babylonians had few... What?
Can I just stop you there? What's a Babylonian?
My head's gonna burst. What do you mean, what's a Babylonian?
I've never heard of one.
No, but we'll work out. What's an Evertonian?
Someone who supports Everton.
Well, or from?
From Liverpool.
Yeah, so what's a Babylonian?
It's from Baba.
Yeah, well, anyway, some people from Baba, ancient Baba, they didn't have very many doctors in those days, all right? Because they felt that illnesses should be left to the wisdom of the public, right? So if you were sick, okay, you were placed in the city centre, right? And then a passerby...
Outside Baba.
Outside Baba. And a passerby who had suffered from the same ailment or who had seen it treated in the past, they would pass by, they would give them advice on how to be cured. Do you understand? So there'd be no doctor, it's just people passing by would see, they'd say, what's wrong with you? And they'd say, well, blah, 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 I've had the same thing, here's some advice. And pedestrians were forbidden to pass such an individual without inquiring about the complaint and prescribing for it if they knew how to.
So hang on, so there's someone ill.
Yeah.
It's outside the town hall.
Yeah.
People walk past, go, what's up with you? They go, oh, my foot hurts. And they go, oh, you've got to do this to get rid of that.
Yeah.
And were they ever right?
Well, what do you mean?
Were they ever right?
Well, how do we know?
What are you telling me?
What?
What have you just told me? What am I meant to take from that? You just said strangers sort of say, you've got that wrong with you.
I think he's sulking. I don't think he's ever going to take anything we tell him again because we don't.
No, but I don't
like the fact that he goes, monkeys can do armed robberies, and we go, no, they can't.
I don't understand what the problem is.
But how is that different from telling me that a Chinese woman ate dirt? How is that not the same sort of
thing? Because that's weird. Someone sat in Trafalgar Square going, I've got a headache and I go take some Nurofen, isn't shocking. I'm not a doctor. I've given him a bit of advice.
But neither is the dirt lady. She's not particularly interesting. Neither of them are particularly interesting. I'm just trying to give you an example of the same sort of drivel you feed us every week.
Would you sort of have tea round at her house? It's weird. The Chinese woman.
Right, so it's weird. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. It's weirdness that you're interested in.
See, I thought that you were actually interested in sort of interesting sort of stuff.
But if it's weird, it helps.
If it's weird, it helps.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be major news. The other day there was something about this fella who I think he wanted to be an actor, right? And he was trying all his life to be an actor. Couldn't get a gig anywhere, right? So when he died, he said, right, I'm going to leave all my money to the theatre as long as that theatre uses my skull in that play they do with the head.
Hamlet.
In Hamlet. So that's that sort of news, and it's weird.
Right.
What money did he have if he'd been struggling actor?
he had some money in that.
What did he do?
I don't know.
Oh, that's what I'm interested in, what he did. Yeah, that's what me and Steve. Yeah, that's what me and Steve are interested in, what he did, how he earned his money.
So, because you were going to educate us this week with some interesting facts.
Oh, yeah, come on then.
Is that it, or have you got more?
Well, that's weird.
But that's not educational. You didn't give me his name, you didn't give me when, you didn't give me what theatre.
No, but also to take from it. Do you know what I mean? If people listening and go, well, I'm a bit like that, it's like if you've got to be dead and have your skull on stage, that isn't the job for you. That's what I'm saying. If it takes that much, give it up, do something else. Right? What else have I taught you?
I don't know.
You haven't taught us, so you've never taught me anything.
See, we'll just have to sort of...
What, agree to disagree?
Right. I don't know what you can sort of learn from this.
Go on
7 Up, the drink.
Yeah.
Right. This is... We're actually on air now, aren't we?
Yeah, this is
right,
it.
Okay.
This is it, baby.
This is a radio show that we're paid
Forget
for.
That, then. Forget
no, come on, 7 Up.
It's not really... Not important.
It's not interesting, more important.
Go on, come on then.
The little red dot, that's above the 7 on the can. Do you know, it says 7 Up and a little red dot.
Yeah.
That red dot's there because the creator of it was an albino and he had red eyes. And he had that little thing there as his little trademark.
Is that true?
It's true.
That's quite interesting.
Right then. So that's what I'm saying. It's not that important, but it's interesting.
If it's true, that's interesting.
It isn't. It's true and it's interesting.
Okay, that's good. You know, Coke used to contain real cocaine. So
well, they used to be medicines, didn't they?
Tonics, yeah.
No, they were medicines. I read that tomato ketchup and Coca-Cola started off as medicines.
Probably not a medicine, probably more of a tonic, because it probably a pick-me-up, wasn't it? If I had Coke in it and caffeine and sugar, and same as ketchup, probably lots of vitamin C and lots of sugar, it was probably more of a tonic. It wasn't really a medicine. They didn't say, cancer, have this on your chips.
It's some HP.
Wasn't a medicine, it was...
Well, it was, kind of.
All right, okay, let's agree to disagree on that particular one.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Is that it, Carl?
What else?
You've given us the 7-Up thing, okay.
I've told you about the goldfish.
Not really, but yeah.
You didn't tell us anything about goldfish. This is your fact, right? You know what? Goldfish might have longer memories than some people think. That's not a fact. That under no circumstances would imagine Magnus Magnuson saying, What animals might have longer memories than most people think? Is goldfish correct? Imagine that as a question. How is that a fact?
If you ever have children, are you going to educate them with this kind of drivel? Is this how you're going to raise your kids? So their minds just pumped full of this
That'd be my
rubbish?
job. I'd keep them interested with stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Suzanne does the proper stuff.
Yeah. So you agree there is some proper stuff?
Yeah, but I wouldn't make him do it. I'd just sort of leave the book there, and then if he read it, I'd go, that's good. That is.
What book would you think? What, the 50th freakiest people ever to be born?
Give him that to start with.
What would you tell me your favourite was? The little fella who's playing the keyboard?
That or the three-legged fella.
Yeah, okay. So he's learnt that. That's the first day at school. What would you teach him the second day at school?
I don't know, because
Why do owls have to turn 180 degrees to look the other way?
Because they've got big eyes.
Yeah, and what's that mean?
What do you mean? What's it mean?
Can I just... I don't think you should have children.
Well, Suzanne's always saying, she'd like to hear tiny feet running around the flat. Stuff. Yeah. I just said, let's get a little midget cleaner.
Right, haven't got long. We better give the winner. We got monkey news coming up.
We haven't really got any monkey news.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
There's nothing going on, seriously.
What do you mean?
The last few weeks I've kept telling you.
Right. This really annoys me when you say there's nothing going on, because you call it monkey news, but it's not monkey news. You have stories, dubious stories. But shut up a minute. About it's always chimps, which annoys me. You call it monkey because they're apes, right? And it's often from the 18th century, so it's not news anyway. So don't tell me there's no monkey news
what I'm
this
saying
week.
Is, if there's monkey news worth doing, I'll know about it. And there isn't anything, so let's leave it.
Right, okay, you are going to give me some monkey news, right, I'm telling you, you are going to give me some monkey news, or we're not leaving.
Right, well, my mum sent me some. Right. I got a little letter from her doing the usual sort of stuff, telling me what she'd been up to and that. It was a little thing about somewhere in Lincolnshire or something.
Right, good.
Do a bit of monkey throwing.
God, what do you mean?
Because some fella got attacked by one once. And sort of to remember him, on this certain day, they go, oh, it was today, wasn't it? And that fella got attacked by a little monkey and that. And something about chucking monkeys about.
That's horrible.
I don't know if they're real. I think it's just like to remember.
All right.
But that's the only sort of stuff that's knocking about out there.
But it's not, that's not
I've got my mum and dad on it, looking all the time for stuff.
There must be more monkey news than that.
There isn't nothing. I mean, there's bits and pieces. There was a bit about Donna Rare, how when she has a kid, she's going to let a gorilla look after it for a week or something. But apart from that, it's dead out there.
Well, I don't know what that means.
She's well, that's it. Apparently,
well, it's not true. She's not going to let a gorilla look after a child.
No, it is. Apparently, a fella works with them or something, and
this is rubbish.
It's not rubbish.
How can she let a gorilla look after a baby for a week?
Well, forget it.
Sorry, have you ever heard her speak?
There was a woman about 4 houses down, right? Rough. Now, she used to wear leggings. Yeah. Now, they're a bad idea.
They are a terrible idea. I agree with you there, Carl. If you're a lady of
what
the
colour?
normo persuasion...
Were they pink?
No, they were sort of black, but with all bits on them.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean?
What, toast and just horse droppings? Yeah, go on, yeah.
And she used to... she's quite a big woman.
Sure.
Pauline Quirk, I think we described her as.
Look like a light bulb.
It is those kind of women that are attracted to leggings.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
They are drawn to them like a moth.
Yeah.
She used to wear them, and that's what I remember when I read this piece. And she used to work on one of those sex line things.
Right.
She used to do that. But
what was she, an engineer?
The weird thing with her was she had big eyelids.
Right. Go on.
That were too big, and this is what I was thinking.
What do you mean she had big eyelids? How big do eyelids have to be for you to go, they're big eyelids? What was she shoplifting with them? Would she come out of Dixon's with, like, radio stored in them? What do you mean she had big eyelids?
It was another one of them popular things around our way. Do you know? Like,
what do you mean popular things? They go,
oh,
I'll tell you what, they're all the rage. Can I get some big eyelids, please?
No. It was just like one of them things that people suffered with. Just big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's one of the popular things around where I grew up. People had big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes. What does that mean? What sort of freak town were you born in? You had webbed feet people with big heads. You got women with big eyelids. What does big eyelids mean?
Are you confusing her with the horse?
Yeah. Did she have hooves? Look, what? That might be the last one ever.
Basically, it's about this monkey.
Oh yeah.
In the jungle.
Yeah.
It's got a gig at an hairdresser's.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It's got itself a nice little job going in an hairdresser's.
As what?
It gets people sitting down. And what it does before the people have their hair cut, that it sort of sits there, and it goes through people's hair, makes sure it's clean, and people are loving it.
Right,
so it's a pet monkey. It's nothing to do with it getting a gig in an hairdresser's. It's a pet monkey.
It's not working at Monkey and Guy.
Yeah.
No, seriously, it's in there. I think it might have started off as a job, and then.
So what does it say? It says junior £15, stylist £35, and monkey £63.
So I didn't quite follow.
Yeah, but before that, I've never had that much luck with hairdressers. Before that was another place, and it was run by sort of these sort of wannabe gangster type people.
Oh yeah.
But they'd you're going
what
for
do you mean by
haircut.
wannabe gangsters?
Well, sort of just petty crime stuff. You'd go in for a haircut and then you'd walk out with a video recorder. Do you know what I mean?
You don't have to take it.
No, but they'd sort of spend ages flogging you that whilst cutting your hair. It was their thing. It's like, right, sit down, you alright?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that for the weekend? What do you think of? Maybe a Sony.
Yeah. So that's when I stopped going there, because it was like, just what a haircut. I don't want to be hassled.
Which one said that you had the hair of a Chinaman?
It's the fella who worked in a railway station haircut.
Well, you should know. I mean, he's been around a bit, clearly, if he runs a shack next to a railway station. Oh, dear. It's like, the two of you are just, you are like children. You're infants. Your mentality is ludicrous. And you're embarrassing us in front of our special guests.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe it. Now, of course, last week we've had
tattoo here.
We've had a number of letters, Rick. I'm just reading them now.
Never
Okay.
go swimming.
Bong!
Dwarf to live in a glass box.
Dwarf to live in a glass box.
Yeah, it's meant to be art or something. It's not though, is it?
What? Meant to be art? Why is, whose idea is this? Is art, or has someone hired a dwarf to live in their box?
It's just a box, and he can even leave when he wants, apparently. He can, go, I'm hungry, I'm going for a walk, and he puts a little note.
If it's Damien Hirst, he might end up in 4 bits. So just be careful.
But to me, that's like that thing when I said to you about the woman in the jar.
What woman in the jar?
The woman in the jar, they go, oh, come and see the woman in a jar. And then it turns out it's a big jar. So
Yeah,
it's
it's a
like,
big
well,
jar.
put me
Yeah.
in there as well, then.
Exactly.
It's not
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
And that's the same with him. It's a big box, he's a small fella. What's good about that?
What do you want to do, though? To compress matter?
But hang on, it's not a world record-breaking attempt. It's supposed to be art.
No, what's art about that?
Well, I don't know.
What's art about that? Oh, can we do a show for BBC Three? Karl Pilkington going around, what's art about that?
Yeah.
That is brilliant. What's art about that?
I'd love that.
Would you?
I'd love that.
Me and Steve are going to do a thing called Is Art Rubbish, where we go round and we chat about it.
Yeah.
But we can hand that over to you if you want to do that. If anyone from BBC Three is listening, Karl Pilkington, what's art about that? All right? Weird, isn't it? And what would you go around like Sensation and things like that, and Saatchi, and go and
Darley and that.
you put a sheep in formaldehyde? What's art about that? Our butcher does it. All right.
I didn't go to school much because my mum and dad had a caravan.
Right.
And
No need, is there? No need when you've got that sort of fun at home.
I used to just go away for weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, honestly.
Where'd you used to go?
Port Maddock.
But
And so you didn't go to school much?
No, I did, but not as much as everyone else.
no.
How many holidays were your parents having? What
loads.
was their income that they could...
No, my dad used to work nights, and he used to travel back, because to Manchester from Wales, it wasn't that far. And he used
Manchester to Wales?
He used to do 4 on and 4 off, so me and my mum were, like, loving it.
But what Port Meredith?
Port Maddock.
Port
Just
Maddock,
down the road from Port Merion, where they filmed The Prisoner.
right?
Oh, so that's cleared up for me. Location-wise.
So what did you do then? You were in this little 2-berth caravan on the back of a Cortina estate.
Right.
Well, what was it? What was the car? I want the. What was
Granada, Full Granada.
Ford Granada. What we talking? 1980.
Yeah, 82, 83,
80, right?
84, 85.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
And you in the car down there, park up.
Yeah.
What was it? What was Port Meredith?
Portmaddock.
Portmaddock.
Remember Ruth?
It's just, it's just a holiday camp.
Yeah.
And at an arcade and a beach. I was loving it.
Yeah.
But, so of the 52 weeks of the year, let's assume, I don't know how many weeks you take off normally for holidays anyway. Let's just say, I don't know, you go to school 45 weeks of the year maybe? Generally, most kids?
No.
Bit less.
Bit less than that?
42.
How many weeks would you say you actually spent in school?
Well, how many weeks do you have off for summer?
Well, we'll work that out. That's what
About
I mean.
6 off for summer, about 3 for Easter, about 3 for Christmas.
Put it this way, I'm surprised I'm not Welsh, to be honest.
Right.
So there was there more than was in Manchester.
Did the school authority not come and check you out?
No, they didn't.
Didn't get Manchester, I suppose they didn't care, do they?
Not really.
Yeah.
They're lucky you turned up at all. What did you just turn up for the last day when you could take in your best toy? Did you know that when you could take in any game?
Just play with everyone else's. Why, I break my stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a good
Well, this
point.
answers a lot. This does answer a lot. The fact that you spent most of your time on the beach as a kid.
Teachers were no good at my school. We were talking about it yesterday. About
So you were teaching them a lesson by going off for the summer. Yeah.
Anyway.
And did you go to university?
No.
No. Did you go to sixth form or college?
No.
When did you leave school?
When I was about 15.
Right. What, you just went on holiday and didn't come back?
I just got a job early, didn't I?
Where was it? Portmaddock?
Getting there. No, I was a printer. BM Print in Trafford Park.
Well, that's great. That's a little interview there.
Yeah, little
next I'll be interviewing Steve Merchant.
But I thought, right, what they could have done... Remember when I studied Che Guevara?
Yeah.
Right? And don't be offended by this. It was just an idea, because they did it with Che Guevara. Remember when they cut him up?
Yes,
Remember?
they cut him up, yeah.
What was the reason for cutting him up?
Well, they cut up Che in order to try and... you told us that they were going to send bits of his body to Fidel Castro and various other people, wasn't that right?
As a warning, wasn't it, though, to all the people, like, one to...
Yeah, my understanding was that they cut him up in order to... so they could bury him in different places so that there'd be no shrine. There'd be not one place that you could go to in order
right.
to
Well,
sort of make him into a martyr.
A little bit like that. I've like...
I can vaguely see where this is going.
6 queues, and it's like, number 1, you can, go and pay respect to her head, or whatever.
Oh, God.
No, but I just was thinking the way of speeding it up. I'm not having a go, I'm not, because they haven't done it, so it doesn't matter.
God.
But they did it with Che Guevara.
Yeah.
Everybody would have felt like they've got close to her, and it would have speeded it up.
No, I mean, but I can understand...
Can I just say that genuinely, Carl is not being disrespectful here. This is his best idea to cut down the queues. So don't phone in. He's not suggesting we should have done this. He genuinely is. But I mean, he's not doing it to be nasty or wacky or he thinks this is a good idea. So
Can I just throw a thought at
Che
you?
Guevara, who was like a powerful man, he did a lot for the world and what have you.
Yeah.
And
Are you aware that I feel slightly responsible for this, because have you heard of the quote, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing?
yeah.
Okay. Steve, next one.
No, just a very quick question. I can understand those that have queued for 12 hours to see the head. I'd be a little bit annoyed if I got there to find a toe.
I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what they could do without chopping her up. They could put about 9 queues. Each could see each hip she had.
That's true enough.
Because she's had about 9 of them.
Yeah.
So it'd just be, if you want to see the whole body, it's a 12-hour queue. If you just want to see a couple of the hips.
Here's another suggestion for you, I've just thought, right?
What?
Instead of everyone queuing to see her, why not put her on a trolley and wheel her past everyone else?
Running. So
You could have some students on Rag Week. They could combine it, like when they're always pushing a bed. They could just run it along the queue.
No, that'd be
fantastic.
That'd be disrespectful.
Right, as opposed to the chopping up.
So,
Sure.
no,
Right.
but just an idea.
Just I apologise now. If anyone's offended.
Anyone offended, I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your last room 101?
Oh God, it was holidays.
Holidays.
You want to put holidays in room 101?
People who are sort of annoying on holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know when you go away?
Oh, yeah.
It's sort of touched on this before.
Is this going to be the Scouse guy?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, it's so long though. I mean, it was holiday when we went to Tunisia.
And the Scouser pissed you off. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the annoying thing was, when you go on, it was a cheap holiday, and like the lesson here is, if you want a good holiday, you got to like spend some money.
Yeah.
And we didn't on this one. We spent about, I don't know, 400 quid for 2 of us for like a month or something ridiculous. And we got there and, you get to the hotel and you go, we have made a mistake. It's a ropey hotel. You can tell like the blinds and stuff as you walk in, they're all dirty and stuff. And you think, well, let's make the most of it. Let's not get down about it. It's a holiday. It's for a rest. And you try and make the most of it. And we had to meet. Do you know, like, you have one of those things where you get to your destination and the rep says, right, you know, go and unpack your bags and that. Go and sort yourself out in the room. And tomorrow morning we'll meet up at 10 o'clock. And I'll go through, you know, the best sort of place to go for camel rides and, you know, the best deals I can get you. That sort of thing.
Can anyone here walk like an Egyptian?
So she says, right, tomorrow morning, meet 10 o'clock in the discotheque. So we get up and we have breakfast, and it wasn't a good breakfast. The kitchen was, like, bit horrible. The food wasn't good. And it was run by sort of midgets.
What do you mean it was run? There's anything wrong with that.
There was little fellas running around, and the annoying thing was one of them sort of started to fancy my girlfriend.
How did he manifest his affection?
No, you're not saying there's anything wrong with midgets, though, are you? Just saying it was strange. There was
but even midgets shouldn't be cutting on Karl Pilkington's territory.
I know.
But it's also that thing of, you know, they've got little fingers, and it's sort of...
God, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm not. It is a bit of a phobia of mine.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? They are nice people and that.
Sure.
Oh, God. But the annoying thing is...
So what was he doing then? How did he... I don't understand how he was chatting up your girlfriend. Was he crawling under the table so you couldn't see?
He just kept...
Whispering to her from underneath there.
Stop it.
Just sort of, you know...
Wait, I don't want to get a complaint on our last show.
There's not many midgets.
What's going to happen? Can we just finish this and start up again in a couple of months?
Oh, yeah. So if you want to know more about the midget theme restaurants, then we'll talk you in...
I mean, I was watching athletics, right, the other week.
Yeah.
Right. And I was watching it because there's a lad who I went to school with. He's, like, winning gold medals and everything now in the Olympics and stuff, right? So I was looking out for him.
Now, if you went to school with him, I'm assuming he's got 3 legs or something?
No, he's normal.
Just a regular guy?
He used to push me on my go-kart, and so I feel like I was there from the start, training up a bit.
Yeah.
And watching the programme, and there was swimming in it, and I was watching that for a bit, getting a bit annoyed, because that butterfly stroke...
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that.
No, nor do I.
It's just hard work. It doesn't make you go any faster than, let's say, that stroke. The crawl.
Yeah, don't do that. That stroke on radio doesn't work, the crawl, yeah.
So I was watching that, thinking, that's annoying.
Yeah.
And then they got onto the running bit, and my mate's in this race.
Yeah.
Now, they do the side shot, don't they? So you can see who's in the lead.
Sure.
And then they do that front shot, where it's absolutely pointless. The only reason to do the front shot, I think, is to keep women interested. Because you can basically see his tackle going from left to right, being battered all over the place.
Why were you looking?
Seriously, you had no choice. If you wanted to watch it, it was like, I was interested if he was going to win, but it's like, you know...
But why did you turn over and watch Charlie's Angels instead?
Because I wanted to see if he won the race.
But...
Or flip back at the end.
Just flip back to get the result if you don't...
Well...
Yeah. Or at least turn away or close your eyes on the front shot.
No, I wasn't. I just... Suzanne was happy. Suzanne was loving it.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Just go to the other shot. But they were showing you the front shot and running along there. They could have just shown the top half, but they didn't.
Sure.
It was there.
It's just heads moving along at 25 miles an hour. Yeah. Well, I think you're meant to see the running, the actual legs moving. It's athletics coverage, isn't it? It's not like...
But they don't show you a shot from behind.
Did you want that?
Oh, no, I didn't want that either.
It sounds like you were disappointed. There was a Vietnamese snake that went inside of a soldier.
A little, like, maggot or some sort that you have to get out of your body because it causes problems.
Yes, and so in order to get it out of the body, they strapped bacon to his head.
Yeah.
That is great. This doctor.
And did that work?
I think so. They had a picture of him smiling.
Oh, God, what, the worm or the bloke?
The bloke.
Oh, dear.
Honestly, I hope someone knows the story. And it was about 3 years ago, I reckon.
Okay.
And, yeah, it did work.
GI bacon.
So this is why
so what, the worm burrowed out of his head to get the bacon?
Get to the bacon.
Right.
Someone passed this on to me. It's from the Guardian's media website. There's a sort of website that's dedicated to kind of media information.
Is this about our complaint?
Well, the headline is "Comedian Rapped Over Radio Innuendo."
Right.
Jessica Hodgson has written the article. Are you familiar with this? Have you seen this?
Be careful now, because we actually got a complaint. Not people don't know this. We got a complaint upheld, and
all of this
we're very sorry. We didn't mean to offend, and it was a while ago. So we are going to be very careful. Carl's getting very nervous. We're just going to read out. We're not going to editorialise, Carl. We're just going to read out what the Guardian printed about us. All right? Okay.
Comedian Ricky Gervais has had a dressing down from a broadcasting watchdog for his repeated use of the word cock in a lunchtime radio show.
That's all right. That's what it says.
Fine,
Carl.
That's what
He's not going to say it again. He's not. Yeah. Go on.
Imagine this is the news and I'm reading it.
Yeah.
The Broadcasting Standards Commission upheld a complaint against the comedian for coarse sexual innuendo in the programme on London station XFM. The Commission acknowledged that the presenter's remarks were intended to be humorous, but took the view that the amount and detail of the coarse sexual innuendo had exceeded acceptable boundaries for broadcast, said the BSC in a statement. The complaint objected to a section in the Comics Saturday afternoon show when he discussed the different meanings of the word cock. Gervais wondered aloud whether the word was acceptable when discussing birds, but not the male sexual organ. A BSC spokesman said the comedian went on and on about it for nearly 5 minutes. XFM, a self-styled alternative radio station, said in its defence that its remit was to provide cutting-edge programmes for a youth audience. The station said the programme's brief was to include elements of alternative comedy within certain shows that would not fit within a more mainstream radio station format. In this particular show, it was not the presenter's intention to shock when they took a humorous look at how the English language could be construed in different ways within different contexts. Gervais, whose big break was on Channel 4's 11 o'clock show, has shot to household status through the portrayal of David Brent, the middle manager from hell in BBC Two's cult show The Office.
Just in case you didn't know who I was talking about.
Yeah, he's a household name, but they just thought...
You might not have heard of him, but he is a household name. Now, that's good. That's good reporting, and they're quite right about it. And just to remind people, it was when Steve said the only bird that hasn't got a penis is the swan, and I went on about the male bird being called the cock, but I couldn't use that to mean, and it was childish. Yeah. But what annoys me is, I'm sure I've heard things on like Radio 1 like that. Oh, what's what's her name in the morning? Sarah
Cox.
Yeah, and as there's a DJ like Karl
Cox.
Yeah, so you got Karl. What's the matter? I'm just saying.
You're just saying
there's a pair of DJs on,
yeah, but we've done this.
And
what are you talking about? We're just talking about
names. They're just saying the names. Now, I love cocks in the morning.
You're a big fan of cocks.
And at night. What's the matter with you?
Come on, Karl. All right, we've taken it. Have you actually been rapped over this?
No, I don't know what.
Have you had
means.
a dressing down?
No.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
I was meant to tell you, and I never got round to it.
Okay. Thanks then.
So don't do it again.